Or if you have several. You have a dickhead collection.
How is anyone supposed to react to that?
I've heard the excuse.
With mirth.
Yeah. Well, hey, welcome back, everybody.
Hiya.
It's the Lore Boys podcast.
These Lore Boys.
I don't know if there's going to be a delay in releases, but if there was, I would like to know if you had missed me.
Yeah, last week there was no release.
Wait, really?
2 weeks ago when this releases. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I was on vacation, so I had no concept of
Yeah.
time or space or days of
Yeah.
the week.
You were dead to us. So.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you didn't miss me.
I think that was the intro last time. Was your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Introducing Namdi.
Yeah.
Which, a big thank you again to Namdi for coming out and helping us out.
Big
Yeah.
thank you as well for replacing me. Or, I mean, subbing in. I'm irreplaceable. I really wish I could organize. I like this setup a lot more. So we've got a new technical setup here at the
Yeah.
Lore Boys podcast.
Yes,
You can
we
check
do.
out on the Lore Boys Instagram.
We got a third mic.
Yeah, we got a third mic and a big screen TV. Just
Yeah.
real big dick Lore Boys.
Yeah, I also
Yep.
found some dirty cats in the alley out back. I brought them with me to record.
Yeah.
The smell is fantastic.
It's awful, and they're rubbing against my legs right
Yeah.
now. And it's only been 6 minutes since we
Yeah.
brought them in, but I'm already quite itchy.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
they've impressed on you.
It's definitely one of the worst decisions you've ever made.
That one's not even moving.
No, that might be where the smell is coming from, or that other one that's leaking.
Yeah.
All right. So both of you are looking a bit crusty.
A bit haggard today.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I feel fine, honestly.
Honestly, well, what? Let me start with you, James. I'm your host, Peter O'Donohue, as
Oh, hi,
always.
Peter.
Hi, how you doing? Forgot to do that.
Peter.
It's good that you did it because people would have forgotten you because you've been gone for a whole week out of their lives.
I missed
2 weeks, actually.
I missed 2 weekends. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So James, Jimmy,
Yeah.
Jimbo, how was your week? I can't look at you anymore.
Yeah.
because the mic's in front of me. I hate this.
That's okay.
Just talk to me.
Yeah. Right into your
I
ear.
look like I look like I'm scorning you.
Yeah.
Why did you cheat on me, James?
No, so my week, it was pretty good. A lot has happened since we didn't really talk about our weeks last time when Nambi was here. I finally finished the Malazan Book of the Fallen.
Sorry, yeah, that's got to do both your weeks. Tell me everything I missed.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I read the Malazan Book of the Fallen. I finished the 10th book, The Crippled God, which was, I've been working on that series for like 2 years. Amazing series. Really good. Lots to read, but it's good quality. Also beat God of War 3 a couple of weeks ago. I replayed the remastered version. A lot of fun. Always like a lot of fun that game, right? Just like tight combat, lots of hitting, upgrades. It's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
punch stuff.
Yeah.
It's very violent, so mothers, don't let your children play.
Yeah.
Do not.
Do not do that, mothers.
Also, yesterday just finished the Game of Thrones Telltale game,
Okay.
and it follows House Forrester, which
Is it
is
good?
I liked it. I really liked it.
Oh.
I liked it a lot
If you
more.
like Telltale games, I'm sure you'll like it.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like Tales of the Borderlands that much, but
I thought you did. I recall.
Yeah.
I recall when we were all very drunk after the Borderlands Lore Boys episode, which you can check out on iTunes.
Yeah,
we
I
played it for a
believe
bit.
if you
We played it for a bit.
Yeah.
You seem to be having a good time.
Yeah.
I think if you go back and listen to episode 2, that there was a time when I actually said I like the game, but it wasn't what I expected. It's fine.
Okay.
But I
Right.
really feel like
Right.
it wasn't hands-on enough.
Yeah, okay.
And this one, there's no ludonarrative dissonance. Like, it's not like you're expecting gunfire and then getting like swipe once
right.
every 10 minutes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This one, it's actually like, it's Game of Thrones, right? So it's all about families and making the right ties and making the right decisions and making the right
Okay.
alliances, right? So it really lent to the gameplay a lot more, in my
Okay.
opinion. I played all 6 seasons over the course of the week, and it was really good. You follow House Forrester, so it's a northern family it mirrors the Stark
The
family a lot.
Starks,
Yeah, I played episode 1.
Okay, yeah, they all get separated, and then some people die, some people don't. You know, the whole Game of Thrones thing. But it was
Telltale thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it. I found season 5. I was like, okay, I don't really want to play this very much anymore, but I gotta finish it. And I did like the ending, but pretty tragic, fun game. Other than that, I beat Borderlands 2 because I had no internet because a crazy person came to my building.
You got sabotaged.
He took shears to my internet wires on the outside. My whole building lost internet. I don't know who this person is, And what they have against us having internet.
He's a terrorist, dude.
Well, it was all customers of one particular comms company that got taken out. Yeah, it was the phone line, not the cable company. Right? Yeah.
So then I only
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
The only game I played on my PC that's 100% offline is Borderlands 2. So I had other games downloaded, but I hadn't registered them yet. I had no internet and I have no data on my phone, so I had only Borderlands 2. So I played through it. I got through it. It was fun. It was fine. It was like I played better games, played worse games, right?
Yeah,
that's my feeling on Borderlands. Yeah. Exactly.
You told me earlier it was better than doing nothing.
Yeah. It was. Genuinely was.
I already masturbated, so.
And you rented videos, eh?
Oh, I did that.
That's fun.
I rented DVDs. I rented like only older movies because who still buys DVDs and rents them out to people?
Yeah.
Well, there's still a lot of movie rental places here in Morocco, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because.
I get all mine from a guy with a USB key.
Yeah.
He just like comes by.
There's just so much internet terrorism where people are always cutting cables that you can never rely on a streaming service like Netflix.
Yeah. Moroccan Netflix is shit anyway.
Yeah.
We always get everything like 2.5 years later.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty much my week though.
Yeah.
The biggest accomplishment of the week was definitely finishing that series. I'm happy to get to the end of it. It was a great ending. Recommend it. Ethan actually recommended it to me. Malice Handbook of the Fallen. Check it out.
Good to get to the end of that. Also, good to get to the end of a.
It's good.
What the hell is that hissing noise?
It's outside.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going fucking crazy. And Ethan, please regale me. What adventures have you gone on since I left you?
I started building Matchbox cars. I have about 400 now. Because it's all I've done since you left. I have not done anything but build Matchbox cars.
Until you had given me a count, I was just like, that sounds true.
Yeah. I don't even know what a Matchbox car is.
Matchbox was the not Hot Wheels. It's the Mega Blocks to Lego of toy cars. Yeah.
I think you meant Soapbox, whatever you said it.
No, I was thinking the little ones.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, Matchbox.
400 Soapbox.
Nobody builds Matchbox cars though, right? That you buy
I
them
have no
pre-made.
idea.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm not an expert.
I built a car out of Matchboxes.
Oh.
Fully functioning.
Yeah.
I drove it to Eastern Africa. From Western Africa.
We are in Northwestern Africa. Yeah, we're currently Northwestern Africa.
I drove it across the Sahara.
Oh, did you go to Cairo?
Yes, I went to Cairo. It was a beautiful city. But
search the Gobi.
Yeah, it was a beautiful city. Cairo is just there's still no Pete O'Donoghue, you know.
No, there wasn't. I was on vacation.
Yeah.
But what'd you play? What actually happened during your week?
During my week, let's see, it was my birthday 2 days ago.
Happy birthday, Ethan.
And it was my brother's bachelor party last night.
Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah.
That's what a bachelor birthday is.
Yeah. Right.
It was his bachelor birthday. Or I guess his bachelor death day.
So, yeah, I mean,
Whoa.
Never thought of that.
So you drank yourself half to death?
Oh, yeah. And then some.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really good. I've been playing Dark Souls 3 all week.
Oh, really?
I'm on Lorien and Lothric. I've tried them like 3 times.
Who is that?
Is it the first time you've gotten there?
Yeah. This is my first playthrough.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
My first playthrough. I haven't beaten Osiris or Gundyr yet because those are optional bosses.
Like Champion Gundyr?
Yeah. I think those are the only 2 optional bosses I haven't hit yet.
Yeah. Did you fight the Ancient Wyvern?
No, not yet.
So there's 3.
But I thought I had to beat Lorien and Lothric before I could get to Archdragon Peak.
No, you have to beat Osiris.
Oh, okay.
Before you can get to Archdragon Peak.
Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah, those are 3. But you also have to beat Osiris to get to the whatever Untended Graves or where Champion Gundyr is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the past or something.
Who knows?
Who cares?
A la Dark Souls 2.
I actually had to clear out. I actually had to clear out space on my hard drive today. And uninstall Dark Souls. Well, I finished it so many times now, right? That's fair. I finished it, and I finished it completely on 4 different characters, right? Melee, sorcery, faith, pyromancy.
Yeah.
So I have my favorites. I have that. I've never been into the multiplayer just because the netcode's garbage, and I'm generally bad at multiplayer.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then it's just like 48 gigs that I didn't really need reserved anymore. I've got so many things to play. I haven't finished anything I bought during the summer sale, which was 2 months ago.
I've only beaten Doom. It's the only thing I touched, and I wanted to play Alien Isolation so bad.
Yeah.
Which I'm probably gonna do it this week, but it's like every night I get home and I'm just like I'm tired after work, and I'm like, man, I don't want to get scared now.
Yeah.
But I'll do that this week and
get spooked.
Yeah, I'll put the videos up.
We need to play Amnesia the pig war machine.
Yeah,
whatever
Machine
they
for
were.
Pigs.
Machine for Pigs. Yeah, I have the original.
Yeah,
I have Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Yeah.
we played through in one sitting.
We played through that in a sitting,
Oh my
yeah. We were
God,
both so hungover, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just like today.
Yeah, the spookiness was making me sick.
Oh, yeah. We had to,
He was like,
it really helps to have a second person to pass off the controller. Though.
Yeah.
It's still tense, but
we just got to points where we're just like, no, I can't do this anymore, dude. There's
my
too many
God.
bugs on my face.
Oh, no, running up from the furnace room
Yeah.
after putting the 3 gears in and
Oh,
everything's like
oh, yeah.
melting around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I fucking love that game.
Yeah,
I have
really
like legit PTSD from the water level with the invisible when you're
Yeah.
like in the water up to your waist,
And the guy's just splashing after
and then
you
it's
there.
the invisible monster.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I thought, because it scared the shit out of me the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time I played that. That was the first time I lived alone.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did mention at some point on the podcast my roommate moved in with his girlfriend, so
Yeah.
I live alone again.
Yeah.
So I'm not playing anything too spooktacular.
Yeah.
You know.
You have to close all the doors behind you as you're running.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Just
No,
at
no,
the
no, no.
time, yeah.
So like the second time I played the game, because they were giving it away for free on GOG to
Okay.
celebrate the release of Machine for Pigs,
Okay.
or maybe it was to celebrate the release of Soma, which is their third game, which is also fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of it.
Oh, it's terrifying, but like really
Yeah.
good. I liked it a lot. But yeah, I remember like getting to this place. I was like, I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
The room fills with water. You have to run from this invisible thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But I remember like getting there, and it happened to me again.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was still like,
Yeah.
like couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it a second time because
Yeah.
it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, the second room's so much worse too because the first room you
Yeah.
can like jump from box to box and you pretty much never have to go in the water. And then the second room you have to run through the
Yeah.
water and that's how he finds you.
Yeah, and the doors
You
open
touch
towards
the
you.
water. Yeah, yeah.
Oh fuck! I remember I threw a Bible at it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know, like when you walk in that room, you see that thing splashing at you, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is this?" Like thinking something maybe falling from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ceiling. Then you get hit. I was like, "Oh shit!" And I immediately ran like into
Yeah.
the room's on the left, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I just ran in there, jumped on a box next to a bookshelf,
Yeah, yeah.
and I could see it like splashing around near
Yeah,
me.
yeah, looking for
and
you.
I looked on the bookshelf, and you can like, there's a lot of physics objects in Amnesia, and
Yeah.
there was like a book with a cross on it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, maybe this is it, and then I grabbed it, threw it into the water, but it just goes,
Yeah.
and then like floats away. I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch."
The books, they do nothing.
Yeah, that was good emergent gameplay.
Yeah.
But is that it? That's it. You've been playing Doom, Dark Souls, 3
Yeah, I beat Doom since you've been gone. I can't breathe for the first time. I'm so moving on. Yeah, yeah. Thanks to you. Thanks to Doom.
My old roommate, Tall Peter.
Tall Peter.
His guilty pleasure. Now I'm just gonna air out a bit of his dirty laundry.
That's
that
fair.
You learn after you live with someone for 2 years.
That's what we
Tall
do.
Peter's guilty pleasure is Kelly Clarkson.
K. Clark.
K. Clark. Yeah.
I can't fault him.
respect
Yeah, that's not a guilty pleasure for me.
Apparently it
That's
is.
enjoying the finer
Yeah.
things in life.
My guilty my guilty pleasure, honestly, music wise, is probably like Billy Joel. But everybody loves Billy Joel.
I like some like emo bands from the early 2000s
Yeah.
that like,
Name one. Give it to me. Give it.
Oh,
Put it.
My wrists and
yeah,
black my
Hawthorne
eyes.
Heights.
Oh.
So I can't fall asleep tonight.
Were you a
or
scene?
die.
I actually bonded with Ethan's roommate for the first time because we both loved Hawthorne Heights. And we each knew how to play one of their songs on the guitar and we'd pass it back and forth.
Yeah.
He's in this. He was in the same stage combat class as my girlfriend.
No, other
old
roommate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old roommate.
Not old Steve-O.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny.
Trying to think.
You know Danny.
Yeah.
It's Danny.
Hi, Danny, if you're listening to
Hi,
this.
Danny.
Our stats have gone up very high. Just to wank ourselves off a little bit.
Yeah.
We more than doubled our downloads from June to July.
We're at 2 now.
We were at
Yeah.
exactly, and we've already hit 3.
Ooh, I accidentally hit download twice.
Fuck.
So
I actually did. Yeah. So one of our downloads for August is
Is
illegitimate. Yeah.
Hey, Pop.
Oh, I didn't know that door was open.
Yeah, so I guess I'll get into my week here. So as you both know, and as our listeners know, I was on vacation. I went
Yes.
to Squamish, which is in British Columbia in Canada.
Yes.
I landed at the Vancouver International Airport on the 29th,
Okay.
and I was going to rent a car.
Uh-huh.
But apparently renting a car on the 29th when I land was going to be $1,200.
Jesus Christ. What?
Renting a car the next day was $480.
Wow, dude.
Because it was like I rented a car for a week plus a day.
Okay.
Whereas renting a car for a week plus 2 days, apparently they're just like, what? That's fucking crazy.
That is ludicrous.
Mr. O'Donohue,
How long
have
do you
you
need this
thought
car?
about what you're doing?
Yeah, it's a weird metric. Like they only rent it out in packages of 1 week and 1 day, like 8 days only. One more day.
I couldn't
You're
explain it.
paying
No, yeah.
Could not fucking
That's
explain
weird.
it.
Yeah.
Because you
If
could
I
literally
tried.
got 16 days for the less than the price of just the 9 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand it at all. I have no idea why.
Right.
But yeah, so we landed, and then it's an hour drive north to Squamish, where my dad lives, and then he drove us back to Vancouver
Yeah.
to pick up the car. So I went with my girlfriend, just when I refer to we.
Okay.
And then she has some friends who moved back to the Sunshine Coast.
Oh.
So we went from Squamish to the ferry with our rented car.
Okay.
However, her friends are hippies.
Okay.
Who don't pick up their phones. So we ended up getting on the wrong ferry and
Okay.
going to the wrong island.
Nice.
And the first person to call her back was the hostess of this party
Oh yeah.
after we'd already gotten off the wrong ferry.
Oh yeah.
So we managed to get on a ferry, make land, get off the ferry,
Yeah.
and go into town on this island. It's called Bowen Island.
Okay.
And then finally someone calls her back like, hey, where are you guys?
Yeah.
It's like, we're on Bowen Island. Where do you live? She's like, not on Bowen
Not on
Island.
Bowen Island.
It's like, okay.
Start
Luckily, we got back on the ferry immediately, went back
Okay.
to the mainland, went to the right ferry,
Yeah.
and we're just like, listen, dude, we clearly took the wrong ferry. Can we pay the difference? And he was like, yes. Are you tourists? We're like, yes, we're tourists.
Yes.
He's like, no problem. So we gave me a refund, and then we bought,
Oh, that's
more
cool.
tickets. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
exactly.
nice of them, man. Hey, dude, if you're listening, way to
Thanks,
go.
man.
That was
I didn't
really
get
nice.
your name.
Yeah.
The guy who refunded the Bowen Island tickets to the idiot
Yeah.
tourists.
If anybody out there knows the guy who runs the ferry on Bowen Island,
It's not a ferryman. It's like a gate. The ferry like takes cars. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
know
wasn't
what a ferry
It wasn't the
is.
captain. It wasn't just like, excuse me, captain. Me and my wife needs to get somewhere to the Half Moon Bay, you know. And he's like, oh, I see. Is your wife pregnant, perhaps? And I was just like, yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's a ferryman
I have a
voice.
ticket. I was a ferryman.
That's a-
Okay,
that's a
gotcha.
ferryman.
Unmistakable.
I thought that was a captain.
It's a ferryman. Captain of the ferry's a ferryman, is he not? You son of a bitch.
I would assume so. Yeah.
So we had some fun there. Afterwards, we came back, bummed around. Oh, we went up to Whistler. My dad took us out to dinner in Whistler, which was nice.
Which is a mountain.
It is. It's a ski resort, and it's identical to all other ski resorts,
It's
except for
also
the
a
fact that it's 10
town.
times more expensive because it's in British
I
Columbia.
went to a wedding there.
Woo!
I was
Afterward-
13. I tried my first Shirley Temple.
Was it a Virgin
Why
Shirley
are you
Temple or a real one?
talking like-
Could you get a non-virgin Shirley Temple? I thought it was just a virgin
what's
drink.
the alcohol?
I don't know. I
I
don't
think
drink. I don't
no.
drink fucking Shirley Temples.
Shirley Temple is
It's
just
cranberry juice and orange juice,
like,
right?
Yeah, just something
I
like
think
that.
it's like I could be really wrong. I thought grenadine was in there somewhere. Like it was like orange juice, 7-Up, and grenadine or something. I have
Maybe.
no idea.
That's entirely possible.
Tweet at me.
Yeah, let us know.
Tweet at James
What's in a Shirley Temple?
and have him mix with Shirley Temple at some point.
Yeah,
Mm.
Shirley Temple episode.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, we could do the lore of the Shirley Temple cinematic universe,
Yeah,
like
that's
when
what
she
I was
played
gonna say.
the Chinese orphan Ching Ching, which
Yeah.
was, barely okay in the 20s.
Yeah.
Who is Shirley Temple?
She's an actress.
An old actress.
Yeah, she was like a child star in
Yeah,
the
child
20s
star.
and 30s.
Oh,
She sings the Animal Cracker song.
Yeah.
She's a little blonde girl with the curly...
the curly hair,
curly hair.
unmistakable.
Yeah. Like, you'd know her if you saw
She's got
her.
a dog. She gets picked up by a tornado. She gets deposited in this magical land on this yellow brick road.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know that one. Yeah.
Are you a Chinese orphan? Or are you
Yeah.
an American orphan?
Yeah.
That was my witch voice.
Yeah, it was good.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't. Don't lie to me.
I prefer the Captain Ferry.
It was good for lore boys.
Yeah, exactly. B plus impression for a B plus
Oh,
podcast. What else did we do? Yes, and then we had a wedding to go to in Calgary, which is 11 hours away.
Yep, sounds about right.
And so we drove from Squamish to Calgary in my car. So we couldn't afford insurance. So I was giving everybody a very wide berth on the highway.
Yeah.
Some dude dragging a boat behind him on a mountain road somewhere in the Rocky Mountains had a tire explode
Oh yeah,
in front of us.
oh, that's
So
exciting.
I had to slam on the brakes, which was great.
That's
got
exciting.
my tires to screech.
Nice.
And then that evening we stopped at a Denny's, which for some reason the second time we fucking mentioned Denny's on this podcast, Denny's get at us.
Denny's. Hit us up.
In Revelstoke, and then between Revelstoke and a town called Golden. Just in case anybody is not abreast of Canadian news, because
Yeah.
I didn't really think this was going to happen, a lot of BC's on fire.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
just burning.
We drove through a forest fire
Oh yeah.
at night. One of the coolest things I've ever
That
seen in my
must be
life.
cool, man.
Yo, we were coming down this hill, right? And my girlfriend was sewing her dress because she modified the sleeves on our way. She had to do something She wasn't driving.
Yeah.
She's not 25, so she wasn't allowed to drive a rented car.
Oh.
So
She's
we're
a minor.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. 10 years?
Yeah.
Age is just a number, boys.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you're 26 now, right?
I am 26.
Happy 26th birthday,
Happy
Ethan.
birthday.
Ethan.
Shut up. Yes, we were going down this hill, and off in the distance, Dara's like, what is that? Is that the town we're going to? Is like, because she just sees lights, right?
Yeah,
It's completely pitch black.
Yeah.
BC roads are horrible. They're all winding through the mountains,
Oh, yeah.
2 fucking lanes. And she's like, what is that? Is that a town? Is that town? Is that where we're going? I'm like, I don't know, because it's dark. Even though I've got my glasses on, I can't really see anything.
That whole town's on fire.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh no. That's just a mountain, and it's just on fire.
Yeah.
And it was just like 3 miles of just like huge patches of fucking fire.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The smoke rolled into Squamish, so there was like, we had 3 sunny days,
Yeah.
and then on the 3rd day we just woke up and it looked like, when they're like, oh, this is the picture of Mars that we have, but this is what it actually looks like.
No.
No, it's just Martian weather. So the moon is always red, the sun is always red,
Yeah.
and it smells like your neighbor's having a barbecue.
Yeah.
Like, because of all the smoke in town. So the smoke just rolled in on our 3rd day. We went up a gondola, and we went for a hike, and Dara's afraid of getting a sunburn, so she put a bunch of sunscreen on,
Yeah.
and because it was warm and smoky, and she sweat a bit,
Yeah.
it just like melted and went into her eyes,
Okay.
and she went like temporarily blind
Nice.
for several hours.
But it's smart because sunscreen will protect you from fire.
Yes.
Protects you from all types of burns.
It was
actually.
the 100 the 100 SPF actually kept me like pale as the day I arrived for most of the vacation.
It's a funny sight. Like, firefighters are on the way to the scene before they're putting on their suits.
Yeah,
They're like
rubbing
they're
sunscreen
just
on.
greasing
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah, can you get my back.
Greasing up, yeah, or their hoses just shoot sunscreen.
Yeah.
Then we got to Calgary, and I met a guy who has worked on the Mass Effect series,
Cool.
and then I met a guy who's going to start playing for the Montreal Canadiens.
Cool.
Carl something.
Okay.
He got wasted and told me to add him on Facebook, and I didn't because I was like, listen, dude, you're just being drunk and friendly.
That's an ice hockey team, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which we don't have here in Morocco.
Morocco.
But it's a
There's distinct lack of ice.
I was in Canada, so obviously I ran into a hockey player. 'Cause
Yeah.
One, there's only, 40,000 people in the country?
Yeah.
And I went to a
right.
wedding with about 80 people at it, so I was a considerable percentage of the population.
That's like
was
a
there.
percent
Yeah.
of the
So I
population.
ran into a BioWare employee and a hockey player at the same party.
Wow.
Fucking obviously.
Obviously.
Yes.
Canadians, am I right?
Yeah.
No voice.
And then, so the one guy had worked on the Dragon Age trilogy, and I was like, Dragon Age Origins was one of the best games I've ever played in my life. He's like,
Yeah.
really? Oh, that's really good. I was like, and he's like, what do you think of the rest of them? And I was like, what did you do on the rest
Yeah,
of them?
no comment.
He was just like, all I do is code,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, cool. I've never found them buggy, but Dragon Age 2 is terrible.
Yeah.
And he's like,
You
yeah.
sped game.
And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, and he's like, I haven't finished Inquisition yet. I was like, do it as fast as possible because that's a really good story in
Yeah.
a really bad game.
Yeah.
Which leads into what I've been playing. So when I got back, I didn't do anything for 4 days. Sorry for the vacation aside. Vacation boys, am I right?
Yeah.
That leads into what I've been playing. So Mass Effect Andromeda has, despite the fact that our studio has been dissolved because the game was so bad, it has a 10-hour demo now. So you can play it for 10 hours.
Oh, yeah.
On Origin, so I downloaded that, played for about an hour and a half.
That's pretty cool.
One really, really good sequence. It is terribly written. The dialogue,
Yeah.
the dialogue's awful.
It looks
the
it.
The characters are awful.
Yeah.
The dialogue is awful. Your player character is an unlikable loser.
Yeah. It seems bad.
It is bad.
Yeah.
But there was this one really cool sequence where you're going down to the planet you arrive at for the first time.
Okay.
All inside the little weird square shuttles.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just you, and you can look out the window, so you can see yourself leave the ship you get off on and then go down through the atmosphere. Like, it's a really, really cool sequence.
Yeah.
It's on the Frostbite engine, so it runs great on PC.
Yeah, it would.
And it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It just boring, and the dialogue's terrible, and it's not a Mass Effect game. It's like it seems like it was made by people who were given a post-it note on what Mass Effect is about.
Yeah.
I heard the sex scene's pretty awesome.
Great.
Have you seen it? It's
I don't-
so bad.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah?
I don't know.
I haven't seen
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to fuck anybody during the 10-hour demo, but I intend on finishing it. Otherwise, I've been playing the co-op mode for Titanfall 2, Frontier Defense.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me
Fucking
about that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep, love it. It's the Titanfall experience, and it's helping me get a lot better at the game without being competitive.
Yeah.
Which I'm really happy about because I love Titanfall. And it's just nice to, learn to shoot straight and run on walls at the same time because the AI is good,
Yeah.
but not nearly as good as a person. So
yeah.
it's I find it really, really helpful. And then I played the Surge demo
Oh, yeah.
to completion.
Oh, yeah?
Which I recommend, actually.
Oh, yeah?
It's about 2 hours long. You get up to the first boss, and then it has like a really dramatic fade out. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really well edited sequence,
Demo,
I
yeah.
find. Yeah,
What's
like
the gameplay like? I don't know anything
It's like-
about it.
it's a lot like Dark Souls.
Souls-esque,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's got a very unique spin to it where you can target individual body parts,
Yeah.
and that's how you harvest.
Yeah, you harvest
Gear?
Yeah, souls basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you don't like. It's not like in the Elder Scrolls where you kill somebody, you take the clothes they're wearing.
Yeah.
Since everybody's got like an exo rig thing. If you cut off their arm, you can salvage
That
their
arm,
arm,
yeah.
and then you can equip that. So it's really neat. I quite enjoyed it. It's definitely a sale purchase
Yeah, I was
because
gonna say.
it's a middle market game and it's $65.
It's too expensive.
Eh.
From what I've seen in the gameplay, I'm like,
I talked to a buddy of mine, funnily enough, who owns both Andromeda and The Surge.
Okay.
And he finished Andromeda and actually said it was great.
Oh, yeah?
Like, the game's fun. Like, the jetpack's cool.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The art direction's fine. But, like, I don't play games specifically for that, especially not a
Yeah.
BioWare game.
yeah,
And he was like, and he never finished The Surge. Whereas, out of the 2 demos that I played this week,
you prefer that one.
The Surge has, yeah, exactly. Like, it's the one I'm really more into.
That's fair. I will say I watched a video of the boss fight and it looks very janky.
The Surge?
Yeah.
The lock-on's pretty intense. So you know
Yeah.
when you sprint in Dark Souls, your camera stays locked on, but your character doesn't face forward?
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to do that in The Surge,
Oh, yeah.
even with Shift. So if I tried to sprint out of the way of like an AoE or something
Yeah.
instead of a dodge, I kept getting killed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
But I think the game is worth a shot if you haven't played it, and if you got some cash to spare, definitely check it out. Otherwise, I opened some cosmetic cases for Team Fortress and got some really good cosmetics. That's about it.
Cool.
So finally,
What are we talking about?
what are we talking about? Does anybody know? Does anybody know to look at my wrists?
I do.
Yeah, everybody knows.
I do.
Tell us about your wrists for the listeners at home.
They're slit because I'm sad.
So cut my wrists and black my eyes.
What I've done! Linkin Park's like an emo band. They're just sad boys.
Yeah, they're even sadder now.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
That's true. R.I.P. Sorry, too soon.
Too soon.
My bad.
Chester.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Chester. I feel like you can't say the name Chester without saying it.
No, I know.
Hey Chester, how's it going?
We're talking about BioShock.
BioShock.
And the reason I say look at my wrists is because I have the BioShock chain tattoos from the first game. Also, I won a contest before Infinite came out, and I was the featured BioShock fan of the month.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember if it came out in March or February, but I was featured in either in the month before the game came out on the Irrational Games website.
Oh cool.
And they sent me a big box of free swag.
Oh
Cool.
nice.
Yeah.
What you getting that?
I got the concept art book for the first game. I got some posters. I got some pins and posters, pins, and pens.
Posters,
I got-
pins, pens.
I got an Irrational Games clicky pen.
You got
Oh,
a
cool.
mic test of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
basically.
posters, pins, pens.
Yeah, Peter
Pens.
picked up the pens, posters, and pictures, whatever it was.
Pins.
Pins.
Peter's package contained pins, pens, and posters.
You shouldn't put pens in your dick.
What?
You shouldn't put pens in your dick.
You got them in your package.
Well, you just take the slim little ink thing out, and then you can like
So
mushroom
Oh.
stamp
you
art.
just segued mic test into sounding.
Yeah, there you go.
Eh.
There's some wordplay on the
There's-
second level.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was all on purpose.
all of, despite how natural this whole thing sounds,
Yeah.
all of our podcasts are scripted.
Completely
Yeah.
scripted.
30 to 35 drafts
Yeah.
per script to make it sound as natural as possible. We're very much like the
That's-
Coen brothers.
Yeah.
Very much like the Coen brothers.
Yeah, I would say. My name's Ethan, so
Yeah, Ethan Coen,
I'm halfway there.
James Coen,
It's, I don't even
That's
know.
not it. but
Peter Coen.
Peter Cohen.
No, isn't it Ethan and Joel?
Joel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Joel. Joel and Chester.
Did you ever hear about the confusion of the two sets of Coens in Hollywood who write movies?
No.
So there's the Fargo,
yeah.
whatever, Fargo, No Country for Old
The
Men,
Coen brothers.
Coen brothers.
Mhm.
There's also the Garfield and Garfield 2: A Tale of Two Kitties Coen brothers,
Which that wasn't written by Joel and Ethan Coen.
which is apparently why Bill Murray signed a contract.
Yeah, no.
Because he received a contract saying the Coen brothers want you in a movie, and Bill Murray was just like, okay.
Okay, I'll do it. And that's how he got on.
Turns out
Garfield.
he's Garfield.
That is hilarious. I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Could be true.
it is now.
Yeah. He was in that
We
new
said
Ghost.
it
He
on
was in that new
podcast.
Ghostbusters, which I
Yeah,
still haven't
he
seen.
was.
Oh, I haven't even.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. I'm all for women, but it was a pretty bad movie.
I haven't seen the movie, and that sounds like a weird thing to preface a movie.
I watched the Red Letter Media review of it, and the guy was doing. He's just like, wait a second, the only good movie Paul Feig's ever made was Bridesmaids, because it was written by Kristen Wiig, who is in Ghostbusters. Yeah, but instead, that's why the guy was just like, wait a second, you hired the woman who wrote Bridesmaids to not write your movie, and it was written by like Paul Feig and some other lady. Who have never made good movies in their lives. Yeah,
it was bad. It was like there was like a lot of...
It looks really bad.
Like weird action sequences that it's just not... Like they tried to make it an action movie when it's just... That's not what Ghostbusters is at all, you know? It's a comedy and it's... Yeah. It missed the mark. The jokes were kind of slapstick. They played up certain angles, which didn't really work, I guess. Yeah. And I mean, you don't have Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray. Like, it's going to be hard, obviously. I don't know. I didn't think it was very good.
Yeah, I haven't bothered seeing it yet.
BioShock, though.
That's
good.
Is much better than Ghostbusters.
That is good.
Yeah. What are all of our experiences with BioShock? You've obviously played them all, Peter?
I've played all three, and obviously and have the tattoos. Yes.
I've beaten them all. I haven't played any of the DLCs.
Okay. Oh, no. I've played all of everything.
I hear Burial at Sea is very good.
It is fantastic.
Yeah. I got my hands on BioShock the Collection recently.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I plugged it into PS4 within the last year, played through 1, 2, and 3, but I didn't finish 2. I got about halfway through 2, and I had to give the game back eventually, and I just wasn't driven to get through that game. I didn't enjoy playing as a Big Daddy.
Yeah, 2 is not good.
It's not good.
It's a good video game because mechanically it works very well. Yeah. It's actually the best one mechanically, I think I was saying, because like as you upgrade your plasmids, they behave differently. Yeah. So your fire goes from like just a snap that turned light people on fire to like a fire bomb to a fire stream, which is great. Like that gives you an incentive to upgrade your plasmids. Whereas in the first one, the behavior of your plasmids never changes. No. Like you shoot more lightning and it arcs, or you shoot more bees that eat more dudes, right? But that's about it.
Not the bees!
And then in BioShock Infinite, there was a lot more powers, but they only had 2 behaviors each. Yeah. Right?
There's a prank that was going around on like 4chan, different things, where you write into BioShock support and you say, I have tryptophobia, which is a fear of many small holes, because there's a scene when you'll get the bees where you have all the small holes in your hand.
Oh, yeah, because your wrist turns into a beehive filled with bees.
So people say, I have tryptophobia, and I puked on my X, whatever the newest thing, my new iPad, my new laptop. Yeah. Can you send me money for a new one?
Did they?
Yeah, I don't think they would.
Yeah, probably not.
I just know that it was out there. Yeah, it's silly.
It's quite the scam.
Yeah, that's a good scam.
I puked on my phone this morning.
Did you?
Who's going to refund me?
I touched your phone. I wish you had told me.
But if your phone company included things that people have a severe phobia for.
Yeah. I am afraid of spiders, and my phone background defaults to a spider for some reason, and then I threw up on it.
I'm scared of loneliness, and no one will return my calls.
Speaking of loneliness, where does the old BioShock story start? Do you think it starts in the first game? You're an idiot for thinking that.
Does it though?
No.
Oh.
Infinite?
It does.
Yeah.
It'd be the only other option. That, right? Two. One leads into 2.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. No, 1 ends, 2 never happened. 1 ends. There's 2 BioShock games. Okay. I don't have the same kind of fanboy urges as I did at first.
Okay.
And I own BioShock 2.
Okay.
I own it.
I do. I got it for $3 when I worked at GameStop because my boss was just like, "Hey Peter, I'll mark this down to $3, but it's taking up too much space, and I want it out right now." This was 5 years after the game came out, and I was like, "I'll give you $3 for that," only because it comes in a cardboard box with like the cover has a butterfly made of handprints.
Ooh.
That's all I wanted.
Oh, that's cool.
I just wanted the butterfly cover, which I took off the box and hung up on my wall.
Why a butterfly made of handprints? How does that relate to BioShock?
The villain in BioShock 2 is an extreme socialist.
Okay.
So multiple hands is like multiple people all being super equal.
Right.
And then she is trying to turn her daughter into something. So the whole caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly thing is a metamorphosis of daughter becoming something.
Daughter becomes butterfly made of hands.
The game is stupid. The series begins. That's where the series ends, on a very low drone of womp womp. Yeah. Game begins, or history begins, in 1874, United States.
History begins.
History begins.
As far as BioShock goes, yeah.
Wow.
1874,
Yeah.
war was beginning.
War declared.
April 19th, Booker DeWitt is born.
Booker DeWitt.
The protagonist of BioShock Infinite, and
Yeah.
one of its DLCs.
He's my boo.
He is. Booker DeWitt. He's old man.
Yeah.
Old man. Now, here's a little bit of real history. So, this is some modified history. On December 29th, 1890, Booker DeWitt was present at the Wounded Knee Massacre.
Yes.
Now, the Wounded Knee Massacre was when the American government was sent to disarm a bunch of Lakota Native Americans in South Dakota.
They all took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
No, it's much worse. A deaf Lakota man named Black Coyote was reluctant to give up his rifle because he had paid for it.
Yeah.
But of course he was deaf, so he couldn't understand. Scuffle ensued. American military slaughters 150 to 300 people, most of which were civilians.
Yeah.
Sure, some of the Americans died, but you know,
Yeah.
it's hard to feel bad for Americans in 1890.
Yeah. It's hard to feel bad for white people sometimes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's a bit of a mistake.
Yeah.
I think that was a bad. I think that was a bad thing to do right there, guys. So yeah, he was present at the Wounded Knee Massacre. At some point, 1891, 1892, Booker DeWitt is pretty beat up by this whole thing because he was present there. He killed a lot of innocent people, and so he attends like a baptism. He goes to a rebirth by men, and he's baptized by a man named Preacher Whitting.
Yeah.
Now here's where the timeline splits. They come back. This isn't super difficult to follow. This isn't like Zelda.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. This is the baptized hero and the unbaptized hero timelines.
Yeah, okay.
And they intersect, and eventually, you know,
Yeah.
everything's fine.
Yeah.
Afterwards, so Preacher Whitting gives part of the Triforce to Booker, or he refuses and does not accept the Triforce.
Okay.
And this splits the timeline. So
These are baptisms, right?
Exactly.
Triforce is dunk in your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Getting wet.
Get wet. Exactly. Get wet for little Zelda.
Get wet
Yeah.
for Booker DeWitt.
Duet.
Gotta lube up.
Yeah. I think if I had a porn name, it'd be Booker DeWitt.
Hmm.
Because they'd have to see all my video game tattoos if I was going to be strutting around naked.
That's true.
Despite the fact, like, if I was a straight male porn star, I'm basically part of the set.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how important who I am is.
Yeah, I don't know. I only know the guys' names.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it
well,
makes
that's how you search for porn. Right?
that's how you search for porn because you
Type
get
your favorite male porn star's
'cause you
name
get-
into the Google.
well, you get less results.
Well, you have to get someone with the same style as you, or else it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I don't want to watch any POV porn.
Yeah.
If the dick is too big, too
wanna be
small,
immersed.
too black, too Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need the perfect, like weird, you know, sort of ethnic penis that I have.
Yeah.
You know.
Ethnic and bumpy.
Yeah.
Just how the ladies love it.
Well, you can put that on a piece of corn.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so if Booker does not get baptized in 1892 on January 22nd, he joins the Pinkerton National Detective Agency for the American government.
Sounds right.
But if he does get baptized, he is completely reborn. He's just like, wow, this water sure did wash away all those murdered natives.
All those sins.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Now I haven't murdered anybody.
Now no
and you know,
murder.
I'll change my name too. He changed his name to Zachary Hale Comstock, who is the villain, of
in the
BioShock
game.
Infinite.
What? But how can the good guy be the villain?
Because
Peter?
timelines.
Oh, time travel. I get it.
No, there's no. Well, there is some
There's
time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. It's
must be.
It's mostly.
Why would Zachary Hale be so much older and deader than Booker DeWitt?
Well, he's not older. He's just beardier.
He is much beardier.
He's much
He
beardier
certainly looks much older.
because he led a different life.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right?
He had to build a flying city.
He did have to do
That
that.
would take its toll on anyone.
Yeah. Well, in 1893, he successfully lobbies the U.S. Congress to provide funding for the construction of Columbia.
Come on.
Because he was just like, I'm gonna make the most American thing ever. Because American exceptionalism.
Wow.
That was not a reaction to American exceptionalism for any of our American listeners, but that was a reaction to American exceptionalism for any of our non-American
For all our
listeners.
Moroccan listeners.
Well, our Moroccan listeners, yeah. So you guys can take that
Guys,
however you wish.
You're listening? Keep on Moroccan out there.
Yes. Keep on Moroccan in the free world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't come knocking if it's Moroccan.
Keep on Moroccan me, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think we got it.
Yeah,
We could go all day.
we're playing Morocco puns.
Yeah.
That'll be another piece of Lore Boys merch.
Yeah.
Keep on Moroccan in the free world.
Moroccan
Just a
in the
picture of
free world.
Morocco.
Yeah.
I think, at least.
You think?
I think it's a free world in Morocco,
Oh, that I don't know.
to my knowledge.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, also at some point in 1893, Booker DeWitt's daughter, and also Zachary Hale Comstock's daughter. So both Bookers have the same daughter named
Same
Anna.
daughter.
Right.
And she gets stolded.
Does she?
Does she?
Does she? But her mother, Annabelle DeWitt, dies during childbirth.
Okay.
Single dad, working in the 1890s.
Same mother for Zach
In
and
both
Booker?
in both universes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then that's between May 1st and October 30th, the 1893 Chicago World Fair occurs, giving rise to more American exceptionalism. And of course, the star attraction was the floating city of Columbia. This was developed, the technology that allowed Columbia to float, despite the fact there are balloons all over the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's not balloons, though.
No.
For
It's
for some
quantum
reason.
particles?
It is a suspended quantum particle called the Lutece particle, which was discovered by Rosalind Lutece and her, air quotes, brother.
A.k.a. alternate universe.
Exactly. Yeah. Robert Lutece,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Same person, two universes.
Yeah.
One boy, one girl.
Yeah, so this lady
Unite the world.
this lady managed to discover alternate universes.
Yeah.
Rosalind Lutece. And in another universe, she was a dude. And then she went and got him and brought him into her timeline.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's my twin brother, guys.
Yeah.
It's not at all. They're actually the exact same
The same
person.
Is that the coin flipping?
Yes.
guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the Lutece twins.
Okay.
Yeah, they're two different versions of the same person who invented the same thing in two different universes.
Okay.
And then Rosalind found Robert and brought him over. And,
Okay.
It's good.
It's a little little twisty, little windy, little whatever. But yeah, so the Lutece particle is what suspends Columbia in the air. It can move around at a fixed distance from the ground.
Okay.
And the particle keeps it aloft because they're suspended in quantum mist or
Very
something.
cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool science.
Yeah, I've drank the Kool-Aid. I believe it.
Weird Science, which is a movie I've never seen.
What are you doing with your hands?
I'm doing that tubular thing.
I heard it's like hang loose in Hawaii. The girls shake, like what I'm doing with my hand is I'm sticking my pinky in my thumb and I'm twisting my wrist back and forth. That's what girls do?
Like a flip phone.
Yeah, girls kind of twist and then the guys are supposed to kind of just hold it in one straight motion like this
Really?
and not move it. Yeah.
They have gendered sign language.
Yeah. Someone told me that, yeah. Because I've been doing it the girl way all this time, but I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it more like that now.
Yeah.
I've been doing it the guy way, but I think I'm gonna switch to the girl way now.
So 1893 is kind of a big year here. So after lobbying for Congress to pay for Columbia, on October 8th, Booker DeWitt, in his own timeline, gives up his daughter to pay off his gambling debts.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is a fucked up thing to do.
Which is a fucked up thing to do. I don't know what it's like to gamble. I especially don't know what it's like to gamble in 1893.
I don't know what it's like to have a daughter.
I don't know what it's like to have a daughter either. Actually, I probably should have led with that. I don't know why I defaulted to gambling.
Gambling.
Yeah. I don't know what it's like to gamble. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gambling seems hard and confusing.
Exactly.
Raising a daughter as a single father, easy peasy.
Yeah, but he tries. But he does try and save her. So Zachary Comstock in his timeline no longer has a daughter. So he decides to go use Rosalind Lutece's Lutece machine to open a tear into the other timeline and kidnap his own daughter from a different version of himself.
Who was giving the daughter away.
Who was going to give her away to the Luteces.
Yeah.
Because the Luteces were just like working for Mr. Comstock, making his flying city, giving him all this space particle bullshit. So, right?
Yeah.
This was going on. Naturally,
they get his daughter.
And they were just like, okay, so, give up the girl, wipe away the debt is the quote that follows you throughout that whole thing. Turns out you were giving up your daughter to yourself in another universe that split from you when you decided to or not get to baptized.
Stuff.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah.
Everybody follow me right now?
I'm here.
No, you're not. Don't lie to
I'm here.
All right, we're all here.
I'm
We're
here.
all here. It's perfect.
I'm there, but
Now-
I'm here.
This is what happens in this current timeline. Now, pay attention to this one because this happens a different way in another timeline.
Okay.
Anna's pinky finger is sliced off
as the rift is closing.
as the tear is closing.
Yeah.
So as the gateway between universes closes, she's reaching out for her daddy, her real daddy, her biological daddy. Okay. So this is actually a funny thing. There was So I guess I'll spoil it now. Elizabeth and Anna, obviously the same girl.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend like that wasn't obvious. That before the game came out, there was a husband and wife pair of games journalists who had went cosplaying as Elizabeth and Booker.
Yeah.
And there's pictures of them kissing.
Yeah.
But in the game, they're father and daughter.
Yeah. So,
and then there was an interview with them where they're just like, really, we wish you had told someone before we took all those pictures.
So, is the next step for your BioShock fandom to cut off one of your pinkies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's wear a thimble.
And they had a little symbol.
But since Anna's pinky was cut off, part of her exists in one timeline, part of her exists in another. The way timelines work, apparently, is
Obviously.
they're constantly trying to re-emerge.
Okay.
Which is why Elizabeth, Anna, can open tears, is because she exists in two different realities, and they're constantly trying to get back together.
Okay.
Right?
That's so obvious.
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot for not thinking of it.
All right. After this, Comstock presents Anna DeWitt, renamed Elizabeth, as the Lamb of Columbia, making claim that his current wife, Lady Comstock, gave birth to her after only a week of gestation to explain Elizabeth's sudden appearance. Yes. Lady Comstock is barren, by the way.
Yeah.
And is miserable and unhappy, which is why he went to steal his own daughter from himself
Yeah.
in a different timeline.
Or his wife can have daughter.
Exactly.
His wife can have Bobby now.
In 1894, an enterprising businessman who you do meet in Infinite, named Jeremiah Fink, and this is on August 12th, terrors start appearing all over Columbia because little Babby Elizabeth don't know how to control her quantum powers. I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
If I was
I still don't.
9 weeks old, I still can't. What? Yep.
What?
Nothing. So I was just waiting for something to tumble over.
Oh, no.
Yeah, anyway, so Jeremiah Fink starts to spy on the future. Okay? And this is why there's so many technological marvels in Columbia in 1912. So in 1894, Jeremiah Fink starts looking through these things he just calls windows, right? He starts listening to popular music, which is why there's so many old-timey covers in BioShock Infinite. And the reason that they have things like skyhooks and then the Songbird as well. And the Handyman. All this crazy advanced technology is all based on things that he watched happen in the future.
Okay, cool.
Okay? So
he saw a bird in the future. He's like, I
like
can
this,
do that.
yeah. Instead of the ancient past where they uncovered it, he's getting it from the future.
Yeah, which makes a hell of a lot more fucking sense, right? It's just like, oh my god, we had laser beams buried under the pyramids the whole time. Like, no, they took their sci-fi and he starts looking into the future. And on October 4th, he discovers Big Daddies in Rapture. Okay? And he starts to think of how to recreate that, and this eventually leads to the creation of the Songbird.
And a Big Daddy, for those who don't know.
The Big Daddy we'll get into, but it's this big-ass it's a person who is fused on the inside of a diving suit. They're mostly lobotomized, and they are slaves, basically, to the Little Sisters, who are the girls who generate the magic bullshit. That is used to create plasmids, which are the game's superpowers.
A man chooses, a slave obeys.
Speaking of porn star names, that's not a bad one either. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Yeah, there's probably one already. Yeah. But anyway, So on October 4th, 1895, Fink gets the idea for the Songbird. You actually see multiple prototype Songbirds multiple prototype Songbirds in Burial at Sea Episode 2. So in the second DLC for BioShock Infinite, you do end up going to the Fink Laboratories and seeing multiple prototypes.
Oh, cool.
The Fink Laboratories are in Rapture?
Fink Laboratories are in Columbia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Columbia is using the sci-fi powers to spy on Rapture.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So,
and I don't know if we... Oh, yeah, we touched on it. Never mind.
What?
I was going to say, did we touch on the fact that Columbia is a city floating in the sky?
Yes. Yeah, it's a flying city. Yeah. It flows with the Lutece particle.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. And that's underwater one is Rapture.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's one at the bottom of the sea and one at the top of the sky.
Who lives in the middle at this time?
People.
On land?
Yeah.
You mean land folk? Not the sea folk or the sky folk?
Yeah.
Nobody, who cares?
Okay, perfect.
Nobody cares about the mainland.
Yeah.
We got BioShock. We got BioShock Infinite. What do you want? Land Shock Suburbia?
Yeah.
Or it's with like the Stepford Wives where but they can shoot bees.
Yeah.
It's actually, I think Octodad.
I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think Octodad, Deadliest Catch was initially supposed to be a BioShock game.
Oh yeah, it's a midquel.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that game.
So in 1901, Columbia becomes involved in another international incident. Okay, so it's not the what the fuck is it? Wounded Knee Massacre this time. Now it's the Boxer Rebellion.
Okay.
It's a Boxer Rebellion, or the Yi He Tuan movement, was a violent anti-foreign, anti-colonial, and anti-Christian uprising that took place in China between 1899 and 1901. Now, in the BioShock universe, it was ended when Columbia descended from the sky, is a heavily armed city, rained down artillery on the Boxer Rebellion, and squashed the rebels in China.
Wow.
Yeah,
That would do it.
yeah, exactly.
That'd be terrifying.
That would be
that ass.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so among the additional list of belligerents that we have here on the Wikipedia page, you can add with the UK, Russia, France, Japan, Germany, United States, Austria, Hungary, Italy, the Netherlands, and then the Boxers and the Qing Dynasty in China. There's also Colombia, flying city.
Yes.
So in 1901, they squashed the Boxer Rebellion. Because why not?
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Set yourself up as a superpower.
Yeah.
Be
In
like-
1902, though, on July 6th, the United States government is just like, listen, Colombia, you're just a city, right? Sure, you can fly, but you can't involve yourself in international affairs right now. You know, sure, there's no social media, but
Yeah.
like everybody saw this happen.
Yeah.
What with the flying city
People
and
won't
all?
stop tweeting it.
Yeah, exactly. Keep tweeting about this.
Yeah.
There's so many carrier pigeons about this right now.
Yeah.
It's trending
That would be like-
from what we understand.
That'd be almost mythical though. Like people wouldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah.
Flying city, yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
sure, idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid pigeon.
Yeah. So this becomes the stupid
Like, he's the one who
Yeah.
wrote the note.
Yeah.
That pigeon doesn't know what he's talking about.
How do you retweet with a carrier pigeon? Do you tie it to a larger bird?
Yeah.
No, you send all of its young out to spread it to your followers. Yeah.
Alexander Keith's India Pale Ale. It's a Carlsberg,
Carlsberg. Yeah.
and you're drinking Heineken. We're drinking an eclectic
Oh, green.
green
Yeah.
beers today.
My stepbrother actually just moved to Copenhagen, and I subconsciously
Really?
chose this one actually. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How can you say definitively that you subconsciously chose that?
Because I just realized that it was Copenhagen, and
you don't just think it's possible that it's a coincidence.
it could be a coincidence or I subconsciously chose
Maybe
it.
it was fate.
As someone who studied psychology, though, like I'm much more. I usually it's a subconscious thing than a
Yeah.
coincidence
Yeah.
a lot of the time. But anyways,
Yeah,
July
it would
6th.
have to be to make the field valid, right?
Yeah. Roasted psychology.
Oh,
That's
boom!
true.
Take that, psych majors.
Yeah, woo,
Ooh.
roasted.
yeah,
I never graduated university.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this becomes the Independence Day for Colombia because after the U.S. government is just like, listen, Mr. Comstock, this is some bullshit. You can't do that. He's just like, fuck you, and
Fuck you.
secedes from the United States.
I'm going to my city in the sky where I
Disappears.
can be a racist.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm taking my racism and I'm going home.
I'm going home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the U.S. is like, we got plenty here.
Yeah, we got plenty of racism.
We don't need your
It's
racism.
1902. We don't actually ever fix this problem
Yeah.
at present, but we like make some progress. Not for like 58 years.
Yeah, they're making a movie right now featuring a small white girl playing a Chinese orphan named Ching Ching.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Look,
plenty racist
yeah,
here.
it's in Hollywood.
Yeah.
We're gonna release it. It's gonna be great. There will be boxed sets 114 years from now. It's gonna be
Yeah.
I'm
amazing.
gonna make a drink about her.
It's gonna be so good.
The Ching Ching.
The Ching Ching.
Yeah, it's a great drink.
Yeah. I'd like a virgin Ching Ching, please.
Yeah.
Oh man.
In 1904, just to come back from that.
Yeah.
In 1904, a tower called the Siphon is installed in the tower on Monument Island in Colombia. The Siphon now channels all of Elizabeth's power into itself. But no much of this like random shit kind of happening so much now because the Siphon is kind of like it's like kind of a shackle.
Yeah, okay.
It's inside the giant angel that she is imprisoned in the
Yeah.
game, right?
Yeah, I do recall that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why she can't escape. Because she can't open her portals?
No, she can't escape because she's being kept there by the Songbird.
Oh, the Songbird
Who
too,
was
yeah.
who was like the final product
Yeah.
of Fink spying on people making Big Daddies, but
Yeah.
you know, with the technology available in the 1890s.
Fink is such a stupid name.
Jeremiah Fink. I
Jeremiah
actually
Fink.
kind of like him a lot.
Yeah, in a Mario game, there's a bad guy that calls you in Superstar Sega. It's like a GBA game. They
Yeah.
call you Fink Rats the whole way through. So I have it just like associated with this comedy. Like
I think of Fink as an animal.
Here we go with the subconscious bit again.
Jesus,
Uh,
Your past
psychology mater.
experiences don't have an effect
No.
on how you interpret words.
I definitely think that they do not. No, I think language is just random noises.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand
This
anything you guys
podcast
say.
is
Yeah.
There's no structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are just random noises. Eh? So in 1908, so it's funny you mentioned, due to all the kind of like racism against blacks and the Irish in Colombia, because I mean, let's be real here, the Irish, Not that great.
Not that.
I'm an O'Donohue, I should know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there's an interesting thing. So BioShock Infinite, like I think is a good game, but not great in the same way the first one is. And this is the first time I'm going to do this
Okay.
because it's a quote, and there is a warning that might make people uncomfortable. In a critical analysis of BioShock Infinite, a YouTuber called Matthew Matosis says that the game is actually basically about nothing because there is no racism present in the game.
Yeah.
It's all like you have like black servants and black poor people and Irish poor people.
Yeah.
But he does make the point that at no point in the game does anyone ever say nigger.
No.
They say
yeah.
Negro twice, I think, and
Yeah.
they say Patty once. And those are the only super like low tier slurs that are
Yeah.
ever used in a game that is
And
supposed
honestly,
to be set in like this super racist American
Yeah.
idealistic flying city.
When
In
did the game
1904.
come out?
In 1904.
2011?
It came out in 2000.
Later than that.
No, I had moved home. I had my first apartment in this town here, so it was like 2012, 2013.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was the same year as The Last of Us.
2013 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to get away with that in a video game, though, like just dropping N-bombs like that.
I don't
like-
think so.
No?
Not if it was about it. Like, it's never...
I think video games are still a pretty weak medium for storytelling. So
Yeah.
I definitely you could do it in a movie for sure because you're really
Yeah.
telling a narrative.
Yeah.
But I think it is like a really dangerous like line to toe.
Yeah.
For the video game medium. Like,
I
as
would
they
have
come-
disliked Columbia a hell of a lot more had they committed to it.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, boy, people sure are racist up here. Despite the fact everyone is polite constantly at
Yeah.
all times to everyone.
But there's also like no black people, right?
There are, but they're poor.
Mhm.
Like that's it. Like that's you see it,
Yeah.
but you never see anybody actively mistreating
That's
anyone, right?
And honestly, like they're just setting the time frame because it's not like things were better. No, not in Colombia, you know.
No,
in
no,
1904, you
yeah.
go to America. Like,
Yeah. I'm just saying it's like whitewashed racism. It's like it's family friendly racism.
Yeah.
So it's basically meaningless in the game, and I don't understand why they even considered it. It was probably more brutal before the game was finished because it was
Yeah,
delayed.
maybe they made some cuts.
It was delayed like 100 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and then didn't come up. But yeah, it's,
The old jokes we're gonna be waiting for infinity for the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. If you're like someone pitching this to somebody else, right? And you're like, okay, so we're gonna say the N-bomb right here. It's like, do you have to?
Yeah.
You know, like
Grand Theft
it's
Auto
like,
does it.
Does it add anything to the game? Like, it's sure it'll
That's Grand Theft Auto whole shtick though. It's like we're so offensive and crude. Like
I don't know. I think some of the historically accurate crudeness would have benefited
No, yeah.
BioShock storytelling.
I'm
a
not
lot.
saying it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think just like the point Jamie's making.
Yeah.
It's definitely some guy in a business suit who doesn't make video games or who doesn't like
Yeah.
have any like real
Yeah.
hand in making video games. Who doesn't play video games. Who's like, no, don't say that.
It's like some suit.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah. Well, that's definitely what happened to a lot of that game.
That's it, yeah.
It got real suited.
yeah.
But yeah, that was it. That was just my point
That
about that.
suits me just fine.
Hey, I think I highly recommend the critique by Matthew Matosis of BioShock Infinite. It's fantastic.
Who's the guy who wrote the thing on? He coined the phrase ludonarrative dissonance that I used earlier.
I don't know.
Did you know he wrote a blog post on?
He did talk about BioShock Infinite, where
Yeah.
you're eating pineapples out of the garbage, and
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
Ludonarrative dissonance being the difference between the story that the game's trying to tell
And what
the,
you're
the way
doing.
the gameplay interacts with that.
Yeah.
It's like when you take drowning damage in Fallout and you just drink the water. To
Yeah,
get your health
exactly.
back.
Yeah, exactly. Or in BioShock Infinite, where you're like a government-trained, FBI super spy, and then after a gunfight, you literally root through the trash and then eat a pineapple and take $3 that someone apparently tossed in the garbage.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's it.
Ludo narrative.
Ludo.
Ludo
narrative.
narrative
Dissonance.
Yeah.
I learned something today.
Yeah.
That term. People use it a lot.
I've heard it 3 times today, and
Yeah.
it's the first 3 times in my life.
really?
I am
Yeah.
sure.
I heard it in a video I watched today about Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's used a lot, but it was coined about the BioShock series.
What was it?
Yeah.
So was
Someone wrote a blog post about it and talking about
It was about Infinite.
Maybe, yeah.
It
I
was
don't know
because
well enough.
scavenging in BioShock and BioShock 2 makes sense. But like
It's a ruined
the
city.
city of Columbia is fine
It's
when you
thriving,
show
yeah.
up. So there's no
It's not
reason
fine when you leave.
Yeah, no, but there's no reason an adult man should be eating tropical fruit out of the garbage.
What if he wants to?
I guess you...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe Booker's just a weird dude.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Oh, look at that new guy. He keeps eating garbage.
Yeah. This guy that just showed up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the racism thing. There is a rebellion of the underclasses, which is mostly Irish and black, called the Vox Populi, Voice of the People.
Oh, I remember this now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Columbia's a big city.
Columbia is a very big city. They got a lot of flying
to be
buildings.
flying. Yeah.
And so in 1909, Daisy Fitzroy is captured. Daisy Fitzroy is the leader of the Vox Populi. She's the black lady.
Okay.
She
Oh,
has a Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. She kills Jeremiah Fink.
Yeah.
And then gets killed by Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is also the entire time being manipulated by the Lutece twins.
Yeah.
Or the Record.
Cool.
Maybe they're the villains
Maybe.
this whole time.
I would say they're probably the most sinister.
They're the most responsible. So this whole thing, a lot of the plot of BioShock Infinite revolves around, and as well as the early at sea DLCs, whereas they are trying to correct their mistakes, because Robert Lutece starts to feel very, very bad that they helped Zachary Comstock kidnap his own daughter from another timeline, and he gives his clone twin, same person from another universe, Rosalind, an ultimatum at some point. He's like, listen, we need to fix this, or else. I'm going to destroy everything.
Yeah.
Right? So that's kind of why they've been manipulating everyone to fight other people just to get people back into their own universes.
Oh,
and like
okay.
undo all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, on May 9th in 1909, Daisy Fitzroy is sentenced to death by immolation.
That's fucking metal.
Yeah.
Wait, what's immolation?
Immolation
You
being
burn.
burned to death.
Oh.
Yeah. Burned at the stake, which is something I guess they were going to do in the sky in 1909.
Yeah.
I don't know when the last official American stake burning was.
So they're burning a black person, and we're saying this game is not racist.
Well, this isn't in the game. This is
They
before the
call it
game. Yeah. I'm just saying the racism's just not like, frankly, Columbia doesn't seem like that bad of a place to live in. They never really do much. That seems too bad.
I love that they got that barbershop quartet too.
Who are singing
yeah.
a Beach Boys song. Yeah.
There's the part where Elizabeth dances on the...
I love that part.
like by the water.
Yeah.
Not by the water, by the edge
On the
there.
pier,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Well, that waterfall apparently just pours water off
Yeah.
over wherever they are.
It's just rain, man.
Yeah.
That's how rain happens.
Yeah.
I always wondered.
So in 1911, this is where a couple of things happen. We have to switch over to the BioShock original, the OG universe. Okay, for a sec. So in 1911, if you remember the motorized Patriot, it's the robot presidents with guns that they build.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, well, that's one of the enemy types.
Okay.
Motorized Patriot. Also in 1911, Andrew Ryan, the man who would eventually build Rapture, is born in Russia.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Andrew Ryan, the Russian.
I mean, he changed his name.
must have,
And
yeah.
when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna write down his real his birth name for the podcast. It's all in Cyrillic. I have no idea what it says.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Andrew Ryan though.
It's
a-
in Cyrillic. It says Andrew Ryan.
It's a partial anagram. It's a partial anagram as well for hot anal sex.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
yeah.
No, it's actually a partial anagram for Ayn Rand, who is
Oh.
the woman who wrote Atlas Shrugged
Atlas
and The
Shrugged.
Fountainhead, which is she's created objectivism, which is
Yeah.
of course the ideology that Rapture is built around.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I learned something today.
Super free market. Nothing could go wrong except the fact that when we fill ourselves with poison and magic, we go crazy.
Yeah. That does happen.
Who knew? I'm filling my body with poison right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your body is currently full of poison.
Yeah,
and
I
you're
had-
stacking more poison on top of
I
it.
had 3 chicken hot dogs for lunch, so yes.
How are you feeling? I mean, you got a bit of the hair of the dog that bit you right now. You're feeling presumably better.
I'm like literally never felt better.
Oh, yeah? What about you, Jamie?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling great. I barely managed to get down like half of a McDonald's hamburger before puking today. But I'm feeling better now. Yeah, hair of the dog. Yeah, it's always helping. But
Yeah.
I gotta make sure to drink a lot of water before bed tonight.
Oh, hell
so we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
keep this cycle going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then...
I'm drinking a Mickey. I got 2 bottles of gin for my birthday, so we're fucking
Oh,
going
really?
hard
All
tonight.
right.
Which kinds? Two different brands? Or?
Yeah, I got a Saint Laurent gin, and I can't remember the name of the other one, but the bottle comes with a top hat, or a bowler, more specifically.
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
The cap is like a bowler.
I like that. I've
Yeah.
never had that before.
It's very
I'm,
good.
I'm generally drinking
I put it on my
Tanqueray.
dick. Of course.
Hello,
Oh,
Harley.
yeah. You just put it on the table now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's currently wearing it.
Cute.
Oh, nice bowler.
Yeah.
It's a good
Your
fit.
your piercing holds it on pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Good fit.
That's why they're there.
Yeah.
To hold on my many hats for my dick.
Tiny dick hats.
Tiny dick hats. TinyDickHats.com.
Lore Boys,
TM.
you get 10% off your first order using the coupon code Lore Boys.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you had a girlfriend that's like kind of funny, something you do that's funny, but if you've never met the person before, and you just have a dick hat.
A dick hat. Or if you have several. You have a dick hat collection.
How is anyone supposed to react to that?
I've heard the excuse.
With mirth.
Yeah.
And girth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've heard a friend of mine was telling me about this guy one time who was going down on her, and she didn't realize how bald he was until she looked at the top of his head, and then was just like, "Fuck, I've come too far. I can't turn back." So I think if someone was looking at your dick that had a tiny hat on it, they probably would have the same reaction of just like, "Well,
We're in it now.
here we are." Because I've had that.
No,
that
but-
happens. Like I've seen, like, you know what? Not to judge people, not to judge ladies' nethers, but I've seen a couple of odd-looking vaginas in my time.
They're all
And
beautiful.
maybe they give your boner a little bit. They take a little bit of wind out of your sails.
Beef
But-
flaps.
Yeah, every once in a while, take a little wind out of your sails. But then you know what? You just like, you know what? I can't. You know what? I can't turn this train around. Yeah, train's on rails. What am I gonna do? I can't just pull the UV right now.
Yeah, the thing about Ethan is that he insists on keeping the hat on the entire
The
time.
entire time, yeah.
I actually typically show the women before it ever gets on my dick. I'll show them my collection.
Yeah.
I have all the dick hats in a cupboard.
Yeah. Well, no,
I bring
it-
them back to my place. I say, "Hey, look, this is my dick hat collection," and,
Yeah,
most women are like overwhelmingly positive about it. They
I've,
love it. It's like it adds flair to the bedroom that they're just
Accessories.
not used to, and women love to accessorize.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would suggest actually, you know that like kind of rack that you keep watches on. I
Yeah.
think that would be a better thing to keep your
Yeah.
dick hats on because they have like little scrunchy elastics.
Yeah.
Little tiny dick mannequin.
Yeah. Little ceramic dicks. All just wearing hats.
Oh fuck, that would have been great.
TinyDickHats.com.
Tiny dick hats.
TM. Here we
Coupon
go.
code LoreBoys.
Yeah.
10% off your first purchase.
Always Sunny did the dick towel, and that blew up, right?
What?
Yeah.
You never seen the dick towel?
Yeah, always sunny. No,
So
I
if
haven't
you
seen that.
hold it one way, like you tuck it one way, you have like this big dick that hangs down on your towel if you're wearing a towel around your waist, right?
Yeah.
And then if you unfold it and then put the other side as being the over, like the top part,
Overlapping.
it's a little tiny dick. So you're like, hey look, I got a little tiny dick. And then, whoop,
It's a towel with dicks.
Dick. It's just a towel with two different dicks that you can show either one.
All right.
And
It's got like outlines of
Yeah.
legs.
I've never paid a whole lot of attention to my towel folding when I get out of the shower.
No, yeah, it's more about the dick, less about the fold.
I've actually switched to drip drying recently, and it takes a little bit longer, but I find the dry is much better.
It's a softer dry.
Yeah, it's not so coarse on my skin. It doesn't help that I've never washed my towels, but
That's one of your towels right there that you left here, actually.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll take that home with me.
Yeah,
You.
cool.
Yeah.
Drive that shit home.
Yeah.
So now we're
Nobody
coming-
needs to know why I brought a towel to Jamie's.
Tell me after.
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you guys do for your birthday, by the way?
I did-
Lore
I did-
boys aside.
I did fuck all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I got drunk. I saw two friends
Yeah.
in town.
That's too bad.
That was it. Well, I had the bachelor party the next day, so I was like, I'm not going out all night.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just play next weekend or something if you want.
I have the wedding next weekend, but we'll figure it out.
Stupid fucking wedding.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, 1912, the events of BioShock Infinite begin. Booker DeWitt, he's on a boat with two strangers who we just don't know. Salute test twins, but he doesn't know that.
Mhm.
How are they all over the place?
Where are they going?
How do they do this?
Are they going to a lighthouse?
They're going to a lighthouse.
Whoa! How did I know that?
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
Could have guessed anything. Peter's really exploring the individual mic.
Yeah, the
well,
possibilities of having his own mic.
Now that I have a personal mic, yeah. Anyway, so the events of BioShock Infinite occur. Booker DeWitt is taken by the Lou Test Twins to a lighthouse.
Yes.
Where he boards a rocket
Yes.
and is launched up into Columbia.
Yes.
And he's like, what the fuck? How is this possible?
But it's not. He goes to a portal, right?
Nope.
I thought he was from another universe.
Well, no, because Columbia was the... Oh, yeah, but that's true. That's resolved at the end of the game. Excuse me.
Portal
They
or
go...
porthole because
Portal.
I'm assuming Columbia has portholes that
Portholes.
are up there.
And they were a lighthouse.
No,
Yeah.
it's got like a rocket with
That would
like...
be Rapture.
it's got-
Rapture's got the portholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's true. He is taken from his universe by the Lou Test
Yeah.
Twins. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is taken from his universe by the Lou Test Twins and then put on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, because I was telling it like in my memory of like what happens to the game chronologically as you discover it. Yeah, so Booker DeWitt is taken from his universe by the Lutece twins and put on a canoe.
Sorry.
Because Columbia doesn't exist in his universe, since he never turned into Comstock, he never would have built Columbia.
But the lighthouses themselves, you find out at the end of the game,
yes,
those are all portholes to other dimensions, right?
Well, so, they're different versions of different versions of the same people in different universes.
Yeah, yes. That's it.
Yes.
So I like to think just symbolically, like them bringing him to the lighthouse, like that's them like taking him out of his universe.
They did, but they actually did, though.
Okay.
They took him through a tear.
Okay.
Because the Lutece twins, before 1912, so Jeremiah Fink, Comstock, because obviously the whole thing with Robert and Rosalie Lutece, where he was giving her the ultimatum, they have to like undo what they did, right?
Give up the girl.
Exactly.
Wipe away the debt.
Comstock doesn't like that. So he has Jeremiah Fink sabotage their machine that opens tears for them.
He doesn't like getting blackmailed, eh?
No?
That's
yeah,
surprising.
People don't like blackmail.
That's surprising, yeah.
Crazy religious zealots, not the type you want to blackmail. Anyway.
Instead of blackmailing, just ask someone nicely. Would you kindly just do this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
don't know why you never ask anybody that.
Yeah, just give me your daughter now already.
Exactly.
I'm heckin' tired of this.
I'm just like, I'm heckin' bamboozled right now by all this sci-fi bullshit.
Yeah.
So why don't you just bring me in here?
Bring me your daughter.
Bring me your daughter.
Would you kindly?
Would you kindly?
Would you kindly? But yeah, so he has them killed.
Yes.
But he sabotages their machine, and when it kills them, it actually scatters them across all universes, which is why they can appear wherever they want, whenever they want.
Those guys are wild.
The Luteces. They're seen digging their own graves at one point.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is great. It's a good scene.
You're going up like a gondola at one point, and they're just like popping, like they're on your left, then you like advance, then they're like on your right.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Luteces. Like honestly, there's a lot of really good to BioShock Infinite, but there's a lot of missing potential.
I loved it. I thought it was a great game.
Yeah.
I think it deserved. I mean, it won like how many Game of the Year awards?
I don't know.
And I think it
it
absolutely
deserved all of them. Yeah.
It came out the same year as The Last of Us, one of my favorite games of all time.
That's true. There was a lot of old dudes played by the same actor who escorting little girls across terrible places. Yeah.
It came out the same year as The Last of Us, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And I remember I was reading like a top 10 for the year list of video games, and sure enough, it goes like 10 to 5, then you go to another page, and it goes 5 to 2. And The Last of Us was 2, and I was like, "Oh, that's bullshit! Like, what could fucking possibly?" Yeah. I got to the next page, and it was BioShock Infinite. I was like, "You know what? That's fair."
Yeah.
Like,
I preferred The Last of Us.
I preferred The Last of Us too, but
so do I. As someone with BioShock tattoos, I think The Last of Us is a better game than.
Oh, what a good game!
Just the story is.
Oh, that's all it is.
I want to get to that eventually on the cast.
Well, like maybe when the sequel's coming out, whatever the fuck that's gonna happen.
Right before.
I'll get a PS4 for it.
I mean, I won't.
I have it, dude. You can just You can family share my account and use it.
Oh, yes.
Little jerk off hands.
Little jerk off hands.
I wasn't sure if that was timeout or what.
No.
For the listeners at home, Peter was doing jerk off hands.
That wasn't a timeout. I'm punching in. Tapping in, boys.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, BioShock Infinite. Booker DeWitt sent up to Columbia to find Anna DeWitt.
Anna.
But actually Elizabeth.
But
actually Anna.
But also Anna.
Exactly. So he has no idea. He has AD branded in his hand.
Yeah.
Just Anna DeWitt, right? But, so anyway, then he starts walking around, he starts noticing all these posters with like this evil, gross claw hand.
Yeah.
The false shepherd.
Yeah.
False shepherd come to take our lamb, and has AD on his hand.
Yeah.
It's like
So
after death, it kind of like...
Yeah, it's very biblical.
Yeah,
Originally, I thought it was going to be something more like that. It's just Anna DeWitt.
Yeah.
You know,
it throws you off the scent before you actually figure it out.
Exactly. He's just remorseful that he, sold his daughter to himself in another universe.
So he burned his hand.
So he branded himself.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've sold things to me in other universes. Me is pretty good at business.
Yeah. Me takes good care of my daughter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Me takes good care of my daughter.
I trust me.
Me takes my girlfriend on nice dates.
Yeah.
Me treats my girlfriend nice. Me treats my parents good.
Yeah.
Which is half true at this point.
I sold them all across the universe.
All across the universe. I had it. Yeah, no, I went to this other universe, and this other me was a fucking loser, and I was just like, you know what? Why don't you come on over? We'll have a little bit of fun.
And?
That was it. I don't know.
Did you have any fun with him?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I fucked me from another.
I fucked me.
Yeah. I fucked girl me from another universe.
The loser girl you. From
yeah,
another
exactly.
Universe. Would you fuck girl you?
Nah.
Nah.
Nah, man.
I would.
Yeah, I think I would
You'd
too.
fuck girl me, or you'd fuck girl you?
Por qué no las dos?
Oh yeah,
Let's make it a party, baby.
Ew. Anyway.
You don't need to feel left out. I'm sure girl me would be into guy you, Peter.
Oh yeah, we get along already. Yeah.
I can already see the hearts in Ethan's eyes looking at you across the table right now. Yeah.
His little emojis.
Yeah.
Still never used an emoji, even though that movie's out now.
I haven't seen it. I probably never will, and I'm okay with that.
We should watch it.
I was listening to the Super Best
We
Friends.
should watch it.
Yeah, we should watch it
The three of
together.
us should watch it, yeah.
Can we watch movies on Twitch?
No.
No?
No.
No, I mean like watch a movie and stream that whole experience on Twitch.
You can
probably
show
stream your
us.
own face. Yeah,
You have to
can't-
watch the sound coming from the movie, because even if you just play the audio track, you'll get flagged for sure.
Titties.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Super Best Friends cast on the way here, and they were talking about the emoji movie. It sounds bad.
Yeah.
That would be just like broken if you could just stream movies, because then someone would just open an account and just like 24 hours stream the same movie, and eventually someone's gonna watch it. And
Yeah.
make money,
Yeah, that's true. Eh?
Yeah.
I mean, if you licensed it, you could probably have like a.
Pirating. Yeah, let's go get the licensing rights for the emoji movie for our fucking
You know what?
our 4 followers on Twitch.
I think we'd like show up and just be like, "Yo, I'll give you $30."
I'll give you $30.
And then just be like, "Take it."
Yeah, we'll just tweet it, TJ Miller.
Yeah. Yo, bud.
Is he the one who did that?
He plays
He's the
the
voice
main
actor.
emoji.
Oh man, I liked him.
Patrick
I like
Stewart
him.
plays Poop.
For 6 minutes or something like that.
I don't know, or
he only
care.
has like 6 minutes of screen time.
What? I thought this was just like completely...
Sometimes you need a fucking paycheck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
TJ Miller's busy though. He's like in Silicon Valley. He's got a stand-up career. He's all over
Feature
the place.
film, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Man.
Sometimes
And it's
he
a
was
kid-
in Deadpool.
Yeah. It's
Deadpool.
a kids movie, so
Get Him to the Greek I just watched recently, and he was in that, even though I didn't think he was anything back then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kids movies are typically really safe bets for actors, because like if you star in a kids movie and it bombs, it usually doesn't affect your career.
No.
So maybe like on this level of bombing, it'll do something.
Yeah.
But
Did it bomb?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Sorry, I don't know how much money it's made. Critically, yes.
Yes, I know. It
It's
has
got
like
like an
a
8% on Rotten Tomatoes. or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
And what's the user score?
Yeah.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. Anyway, BioShock.
BioShock, right?
Infinite.
Poop emoji.
Poop emojis.
Does Jeremiah Fink invent the poop emoji?
He does. He
Okay.
spies on the future.
Yeah.
Or no, he doesn't. He tries to strike it from history because he realizes that the evil that he would have wrought upon this earth
Okay.
was too
It was
great.
too great.
And then this is the suicide scene where you can see through a tear he's watching the emoji movie and he says, "Not my fault," and shoots himself in the mouth.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
But they didn't have guns because it's in the past.
They have guns in BioShock
No.
Infinite. Yeah.
Guns are past no guns.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so BioShock Infinite, 1912, beating everybody with sharp sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just beats himself with a sharp stick.
Yeah, with the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the events of BioShock Infinite occur. So yeah, you end up at a raffle. The Lutest twins send you a telegraph, and they're just like, "Yo, don't pick number 77." But they can see the future,
Yeah.
right? You end up picking number 77. The cops notice you have the AD on your hand. And
Yeah.
they're like, "It's the false shepherd," because obviously Zachary Comstock can use tears to see into the future. He
Yeah.
knows you're gonna be here.
And he knows you're gonna pick 77.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, it plays out exactly like it should have, and you kill all the police.
Like a good law-abiding
Like a
citizen.
law-abiding citizen, like a hero.
Yeah.
Kill all the police
Like
that
a
attack
hero of
you.
wounded knee.
Yeah, exactly.
Kill all those police. Just trying to
Get
arrest.
him out of here, man.
Yeah.
Protagonist in D&D terms, what would he be, like, chaotic neutral?
Booker DeWitt is chaotic good because he thinks he's doing the right thing. Because
Yeah,
at this
I
time,
don't
he is
think-
still being misled by the Blue
I don't think
Tests.
chaotic at all. I
No?
think lawful good.
Lawful good, but he killed all the police officers.
As long as what you think you're doing. Okay, yeah, maybe just good.
Neutral,
Yeah,
no, like
good.
neutral good.
Neutral good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
really.
Good to know.
I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely not chaotic.
Zachary
'Cause,
Comstock. would
everything
be-
he does has a reason.
Yeah.
Chaotic good would be like somebody who just does stuff like willy nilly.
Okay.
Very chaotic.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand enough about
Yeah, I,
D&D.
mean, I don't even know how you play that character well. Like, you
Yeah.
have to have an angle, don't you?
I had like
You have to embody your character.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had like an hour and a half conversation with one of my brother's friends. He's like mid 40s. He's got twin boys. And
Was this last night?
yeah, last night
yeah.
so we're at the bachelor party. We're at the bar, and he starts telling me, he's like, "Oh, I just got them the Pathfinder box set," and I just went off for like an hour and a half with him talking about fucking Pathfinder. He's like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
used to play D&D back in the day." I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." He wanted to get it for his kids because he thought it was a really creative outlet, which I got to agree.
Yeah. How easy is it to get into online? Like, it's roll20.com?
Roll 20.
Can you just join a random group with anyone?
Yeah, you just, I mean, typically you apply. So you say, like, this is the character that I want to play. This is my experience with the game. It's not, I mean, the community, the big thing with D&D is, like, the community is always, like, relatively small when you compare it to, like, a lot of online gaming. So it sometimes it takes a while to find a group. But if you, like, you spend 30 minutes and you apply to a couple groups, you'll find someone to play with, basically.
Okay.
Usually there's like a schedule. They're like, oh, we play every 2 weeks, every second Tuesday or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The group I'm in right now, it's every Friday.
Yeah, thinking about trying that.
It's good fun. If I had a better, work schedule, then I'd play a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, you have a blog, don't you?
Yeah, I host a blog, or I write that's just like my ideas.
Yeah. So after finally getting to Columbia, obviously the false shepherd kills all the cops, which is a noble thing.
Which is a
noble
very
thing to do.
False shepherd thing to do.
Very false. How predictable false shepherd.
No real shepherd would kill cops.
So instead of the injectable versions, right, of plasmids, or what they're called in BioShock Infinite, they're vigors. Mm-hmm. They're drinkable in this one.
Yeah.
It'll cure what ails you, and also make you shoot crows at people.
Snake oil.
I love that idea. You drink a potion, you can shoot crows.
Crows and bees.
The murder of crows vigor is so neat. I thought it's such like a neat modification on like the swarm thing.
Yeah.
It is cool. It's like you have all this science and like you use something as base as nature shooting out of your hands.
I know.
It's like
just fucking throwing birds at people.
Yeah.
It's just walking through town, fucking hucking birds.
Well, dude, the original like video for BioShock Infinite sells us a much cooler game.
Yeah, well,
where like you fight an enemy named Charles who uses the murder of crows tonic on you.
Okay.
And he like fires a shockwave at you, and then crows like come out from behind him. Whereas
never trust the E3 trailers.
The actual well, it was the first time I ever got cucked by E3 was BioShock Infinite. Yeah. But like the murder of crows in game, the guys you fight who use it turn into clouds of crows somehow, and then when you do it, they just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So like the game we got and the game that could have been very different.
Never trust the trailers.
Yeah. No, I know. Don't trust E3. E3 is garbage.
Yeah.
Which you can learn all about on Lore Boys Nights episode 1, where we do the
Boys
E3
Nights.
2017 recap.
The only Lore Boys Nights, I think.
Yes, thus far.
Thus far.
Maybe we'll have another excuse to do another one.
Club Sandwich? I don't know.
Club Sandwich, exactly.
I just gotta do that.
Yeah, well, whatever. Eventually.
More content coming at you soon.
I haven't started anything either, because I've been far too busy being jet lagged.
Yeah. I've been getting drunk every fucking night.
Nice.
Like an animal.
It's okay. An animal eating old berries out of a ditch.
Yeah, that's it.
Getting drunk.
Just getting drunk.
that's the next plasmid that you're gonna get, just shooting drunk Ethans out of your hands.
They're just in your way.
Just flopping around, fucking puking, breaking phones.
Anyway, after killing all the police, Booker finally fights his way up to Monument Island, which is where the siphon is, which is where Elizabeth would be.
Yes.
He gets her out, they get attacked by the songbird. Songbird dives into the water to get you because you land at the beach, right, where she's dancing, and its eye cracks. So you find out later that the songbird is only adapted for low pressure. It cannot handle extra pressure, which comes into play later.
And that's how you beat the songbird in the end, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't really, technically.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Songbird's such a cool character. I guess for people who don't know, it's basically like this giant mechanical bird.
Leather bird, yeah.
It's just like metal and leather, and
it's summoned every time you like pull the switch and the song is sung.
Yeah.
It used to be my ringtone on my cell phone was like
yeah,
like the little jingle.
Yeah, it has a song, and anytime it's played or whistled, Elizabeth can summon it, basically.
Yes.
Or Anna,
Elizabeth, same girl. For real this time, not even alternate universe shit.
I think that's a tone you take when you're hungover, because you've done it.
It's my thing today. It's my thing today.
It's called commitment to a bit.
That's it. Pete's got it. Wasn't funny the first time. Maybe it'll be funny the 20th time.
Yeah. You tell us. Tweet at us. Was it funny the 20th time? We'll do a survey.
Hashtag was it funny?
Hashtag was it funny. You know, like the Twitter polls, like was it funny the 20th time? Like yes, no.
Hashtag beating a dead horse.
Beating a dead horse. If anybody deserves a good beating, it's a dead horse.
Beating a dead horse to death.
To death. Dead horse shelter.
I actually looked that saying up today to see where it came from.
Oh, the etymology? Explain.
Yeah,
Lore Boys aside. Lore Boys etymology.
Yeah.
My limited knowledge of it is it came up in an article where they were saying that something was redundant, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was in like the early 1800s, and someone was saying it's like flogging a horse that's already dead. And then that was the earliest. It was in a British newspaper.
Oh, okay.
And then it came up because I was looking at Nietzsche's
quote Mr. Rathbone's
yeah,
statement.
yeah. Nietzsche's horse, where he saw someone beating a horse to the part where it like collapsed in the street, and he ran and he like hugged it. I was trying to find the meaning of that because I'm hearing it all over the place. So if you know the meaning of that, let me know.
Wait, of hugging a
Nietzsche?
collapsed
No,
horse?
Nietzsche, that was the story of what he did, but he was trying to tell a
Nietzsche's
story of if you look up, it's a thing. It comes up all over the place.
Sorry,
it sucks that I brought it up and I don't know what it is. I was hoping one of you.
I'm not a psych major. I don't have these social circles full of
philosophy.
psychologists who can tell me all about Nietzsche.
I know a few things about Nietzsche. That's
Okay.
about it. I know about he wrote Thus Spoke Zarathustra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did like the thing.
I know
with
the Ubermensch.
The Ubermensch,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
and then he's like theorized that Sisyphus must be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Was he the one who coined id, ego, and superego?
No, that
was
is
Freud.
Yeah. No,
One of them,
Nietzsche's
I mean.
a philosopher.
Yeah.
And he.
Freud's a lunatic.
Yeah.
like a nihilist, like pessimistic type of guy who had sex for the first time and then got syphilis.
Nice.
And then, like,
Yeah.
slowly like rotted away.
Oh,
Nice.
I know a guy though who's like that.
Who got syphilis and rotted
no,
away?
he got herpes the first time he had sex.
Oh,
my
Yeah,
God.
that's a real thing.
Oh,
That's
it's horrible, man.
Well, when you're like so eager and you go to a hooker, it's just no good.
It wasn't a hooker; it was a lady he met at a bar in
A lady
town.
of the night.
Yeah, just a lady out at night.
Dude, stay in your house, play video games.
Don't have sex.
Yeah. Listen to podcasts.
Listen to our
Don't do
podcast.
anything but listen to podcasts.
Don't fuck girls; they're dangerous.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Or boys. Boys can give you herpes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Eh?
Yeah.
Don't fuck anybody.
Yeah. Beautiful thing about 2017,
Abstinence only.
I'm not a boy now.
Yeah.
I'm gender fluid.
Then we go to a different universe, find a copy of ourselves.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's safe.
Yeah.
Keep it all. in the
Yeah,
family.
I know alternate me. He wouldn't get an STI.
You wouldn't get no exactly.
No.
I am currently at a loss as to where we are on the plot of BioShock Infinite.
1960.
Songbird.
No, we're not
You
there
landed
yet.
on the
No.
beach.
Right, you land on the beach. You end up finding this guy named Chen Lin. He's the gunsmith because you need to get some guns
Gotta get
for the
guns.
Vox Populi. Because
Yeah.
you're just like, you know who we should help? These rebels who are totally not dangerous.
Let's destabilize the region.
Let's
I think
destabilize
is
the-
Booker's
it-
thinking.
Basically. Well, he works for the American government. Up high.
Up
Thanks,
high.
guys.
What? Jamie's laughing because mine and Peter's high five was so
righteous,
magnificent.
yeah.
Peter high-fived himself.
It's a radio play.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
perfect. It was well executed. I shouldn't have laughed.
You know what,
but
one of my-
it was too funny.
One of my favorite DVDs that I have the Orson Welles like 1930s War of the Worlds broadcast,
Yeah.
and I'm all about the radio play shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just like, oh no, a thunderstorm, and like,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
big fucking or like metal sheet.
We should, if anybody out there does Foley work and wants to do Foley work for our show, I'm in.
Yeah.
Please,
I'm
yeah,
in.
yeah.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna start digging through trash bins to get things with cool noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, pineapples.
Yeah,
$3.
And
Yeah.
money that
$3.
people throw away all the time.
Three
Yeah,
silver dollars.
They're called silver eagles in
Silver eagles, yeah.
yeah, because we're all about that patriotic shit.
And you're in
Yeah.
the sky.
That's it. They seceded from the United States, but they're like oppressively patriotic. Like they have the stars and stripes. They have.
They took their version of America, and then
Yeah.
they were just like, we're the real America.
That's it.
Not this
Patriotic
phony
or
Chinese
nationalist?
rip-off America.
Yeah, exactly.
Patriotic or nationalistic, though? Like,
Columbia's nationalistic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the hardcore.
Tomato, potato.
no.
I
They
know.
became the same thing, but no, okay.
All right.
Yeah. Tomato, potato. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't remember. I don't remember opening this beer.
I remember you opening that beer. Actually,
I don't.
Isn't that weird?
All I had was quinoa salad on the way here.
I've had 3 chicken dogs.
3 chicken dogs.
3 chicken hot dogs. They're like hot dogs, but chicken.
I had a pre-made sandwich from a grocery store in a rush on the way over here because I rushed from work to get here in time.
Okay, and I guess this would be something that a lot of people wouldn't know.
Was
but
it good?
Moroccan grocery stores, their pre-made sandwiches are notoriously bad.
Oh,
It was fine.
I've had the pre-made sushi twice, and both times I have had 4 total days of violent diarrhea.
Oh, yeah.
I had it once, the pre-made sushi, never again.
No,
Same
experience.
I did it once, and I was like, maybe it's a coincidence, and then I had like a craving for sushi, and it's like $9 or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
it's cheap sushi.
Yeah, it's
But-
cheap. It wreaks
One of those
like untold havoc on your bowels.
like for words that don't pair well with cheap, sushi's got to be pretty high on
Yeah.
that list.
Yeah.
Like,
If you go to a good place and get all you can eat, like under $40 or something
yeah.
like that, that's good because you
Well,
get
there's a place
your value.
downtown
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like that. It's fantastic.
Downtown Morocco.
Morocco capital.
we're in Morocco, the capital city of the country, Morocco. Yes, we did our research today.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. I actually had an idea.
You had one, and I
I
pulled the wool over your
Yeah,
eyes.
you did.
I hit Morocco. before
I
you could.
knew where we were. Anyway, get guns for the Vox Populi.
Yes.
They find Chen Lin. He's dead. But there's also a tear, right?
Yes.
So Elizabeth is
Oh,
just
yeah, I
like,
remember this.
what if we went into a universe where he was still alive?
Yeah.
And then Booker's like, sounds like a fine plan to me.
Yeah.
I don't mind abandoning this universe and then going to another one.
Yeah.
So they go into another universe where Chen Lin is still alive. They get guns for the Vox Populi. Turns out power corrupts, right?
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely. So now
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, exactly.
He's the one who said that.
I need
It was Stan Lee in Marvel Comics.
yeah. I need some goddamn pictures of Booker DeWitt on my desk right now.
Yeah.
You know what one of my favorite YouTube poops is? J. Jonah Jameson laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
J. Jonah Jameson, period. I mean,
They've never recast him because
no,
they can't.
they can't,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is fucking J.K. Simmons did too
Yeah.
good of a job. You know the first thing he was ever in, as far as I know, was that prison show on HBO.
Prison Break.
Nope.
Shawshank Redemption.
Nope.
Let's
Orange
get
is
out
the New
of it.
Black.
No.
Let's get out of this gosh darn prison.
Yeah.
I can't
Let's
believe-
go to prison.
Oh, yeah.
With Will Arnett.
No,
Yeah.
it's not that either.
And
Orange is the New Black is mostly good.
I haven't watched it.
I liked it.
I don't watch TV.
No.
I'm over it.
It's passing fast.
Actually,
I make
yeah.
podcasts.
Anytime I'm going to sit
Oh,
down. and
Oz.
watch-
He was in Oz.
Oh,
Which is
that's about
fucking
prison?
great. Oh my god, Oz is so good.
Is that,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the Yellow Brick Road one.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and,
It's
and
with James Franco. It's Return to Oz.
Return-
I don't know what Peter's talking
yeah,
about.
where he
but-
has to cut off his arm.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Well, his
Yeah,
arm,
yeah.
a rift actually closes around his arm.
Yeah.
It gets cut
Exactly.
So off the path.
and then he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
and then he gets crucified in the gym yard.
Yeah.
We're so far off the
We're never
Yellow Brick
getting.
Road.
We're never getting through this.
Yeah.
This is what happens when 2/3 of the podcast is hungover.
Hungover is all hell. Hey man, I don't hold it against you. I've been hungover on these podcasts. in the
Yeah.
We've
past.
all been there.
We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all been there at once.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some of our weaker podcasts brought to you by way too much booze.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
Oh, that was a crisp one. You leave that one in.
Don't worry.
Leave that one in
Yeah.
for the fans.
Don't worry, listeners. We're not recording tomorrow.
No, we're not. I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy going back to work after my vacation.
I bet.
But you know where I was happy going back
You've
to?
gone 2 weeks, right?
A universe where Chen Lin was alive.
Oh. What would a universe like that be like?
It would be terrible because the Vox Populi get all their guns. Turns out being oppressed for a long time fucks you up, and they just decide to kill everybody.
As rebels do.
Including you, because the Booker DeWitt in this universe lasted up until this long and then died as a martyr.
Yeah.
And then you meet Daisy Fitzroy, and she's just like, I don't know what you are, but if you're a ghost, I don't give a fuck. So now the Vox Populi are the new bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, I mean, the Comstock's still a bad guy, right?
Comstock's
Okay.
not in this universe,
Well,
because you go to a third one,
Okay.
remember?
It's been a while since I played.
Yeah,
man.
you go to a third one.
I'm gonna replay this. I think.
Yeah.
I've been installing tonight for sure. Like, after talking about it, I'm like,
Years
man,
later.
what a good game.
I've
Yeah.
been considering replaying it just to play the Burial at Sea DLCs. Yeah.
I'll probably get the DLCs now.
They're so
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
BioShock Infinite is a game that's almost like the first Dishonored, where it's good, but it's almost worth it's worth owning just as a
Yeah.
platform for the
Yeah.
DLC.
Yeah. The Dishonored, the first DLC was like that was worth the price of the game.
The Knife of
Fucking-
Dunwall,
Yeah.
and then the Brigmore Witches I personally find is better.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, what if we took all the good of the DLC and ruined everything with Dishonored 2?
I haven't played it.
if
So
you guys have all
I
Don't-
love Dishonored 1.
yeah, if you
Don't,
Yeah.
because they learned nothing.
Nah.
Like Dishonored was a high bar,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they were just like, okay, we learned from our mistakes and made fucking phenomenal DLC.
Yeah.
And then after that, Dishonored 2 was just like a worse version of the first game.
Yeah.
So they took it was just like 10 steps forward with the first game,
Yeah.
15 steps forward with the DLCs,
30 steps back.
30 steps back with the second game, where there's like it's not just non-functional software, it's actually just worse than the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, bringing it back to BioShock. If you guys have BioShock 1, I mentioned this on the podcast before. If you guys have BioShock 1, the original, on your PC, I've heard in the forums that you can send this to the support and ask for a remastered version. And
Oh, they just
give it to you.
No, I was gonna say they give it to you no matter what. I have
Yeah.
because I have BioShock 2 on Steam,
Yeah.
and when I got the special edition for $3 at GameStop, And then if you have it in your library, you just have both.
Oh,
It just gets added.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Same with Darksiders, which I don't like, but I have Darksiders 1 and 2, and then I have the remastered versions of both, which I haven't played.
They bothered to remaster Darksiders?
They bothered to. No. It's much sadder. They remastered both.
Fucking hell.
What's this
Yeah.
game?
It's just a game.
Who cares?
Okay, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Very... I mean, it's like... bad, sure, but it's like it's not even impressively bad. You know what I mean? Like Mass Effect Andromeda, it's kind of just like a it's just like a whatever game. You know?
Yeah.
The fact that they
It's-
remade
it's-
it's surprising to me.
They remade both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to stop repeating that. Ever.
How many have they remade?
Both.
Cool,
both
cool.
of them.
Good to know.
Did they remake
all
one
of
of them
them.
or both of them?
Both?
Both of them.
All?
All.
Okay, there's only 2.
Every
New
one.
information.
No, there's a third one coming out where the main character now is the lady rider of the apocalypse, and she has a whip, which is cool. I like whips.
Yeah, 2017.
games-
Everyone's a woman now.
The game's probably going to be shit, though, because going by the first two,
Yeah. Well,
which are shit.
that's
I
it.
just downloaded. This is so far off the path, but just downloaded Just Cause 3 because it was free. I have no experience. Have you guys played Just
Yeah, I
Cause?
have.
I played Just Cause 2.
Okay.
I
What do you
played
think?
Just Cause 2. I have Just Cause 3. I haven't really played it much.
Okay. I just downloaded it. It was free.
Yeah.
but it's just.
I got it for,
a
like-
lot of
I got it in a Humble
shooting and
Bundle, I think.
explosions.
It's like Spanish Saints Row.
Yeah,
basically.
it's very much just a sandbox engine.
Yeah, it's a chaos game.
Yeah.
But at least it doesn't have any like higher thoughts about being about something.
No.
You know, like Grand Theft Auto 4 was just like, what? It's so sad being an immigrant in the United States,
That's it.
and then driving on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Why does everyone hate me so much?
Yeah.
You know, it's Just Cause is only about
It's
chaos.
very tongue in cheek.
at
Yeah.
all times.
It's
It's
especially-
fucking fun though. Yeah.
The 3 games, they followed a very similar arc to Evil Dead. Whereas
Yes.
the first game, they tried to be serious. The second game, they were like, oh, okay, we'll lean into this a little bit because nobody's taking our game seriously.
Yeah.
Now with the third one, it's just like, he's back in time and he's got a chainsaw and a shotgun in the
Yeah.
medieval times. You know what I mean? It's
Which
just
one
like,
is Just Cause the one that has you can like shoot these ropes to like
yeah.
capture?
It's all the GIFs you see on Reddit.
Oh,
That's
okay,
Just
where you
Cause.
can like
Yeah.
hook a cow to
Yeah.
an infinite windmill and
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
like, flies around.
Infinite grapples,
Yeah.
infinite
Is
parachutes.
that 3 or 4?
Three. There's
Three.
only 3.
Oh, perfect.
So
Yeah.
far, anyway. I
Okay,
don't know
that'll
if
be
they-
fun.
A buddy of mine, I watched him play it once. It's just like the funniest fucking
That's
thing.
it, yeah.
on
It's a
earth.
fine party game. It's
Oh,
like,
it's
you know, you have some friends over,
great.
have a couple
It's
beers,
all-
pass the
yeah.
controller, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as like getting through the story, no,
Fuck it.
thank
Yeah.
you,
I can't even
man.
remember. Like, I can't even remember the main character's name. He's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
like the Scorpion,
Yeah.
but he has a human name, and he's like just like this old Spanish dude.
Sick. Speaking of getting through the story,
BioShock Infinite.
yeah.
I was gonna say, whatever. They're all short games, thankfully, right?
Yeah.
10 just are fine. Anyway, Vox Populi, they're the bad dudes. Then eventually you find out you need this other thing, which is in another universe, and you're just like, well, fuck, I guess we might as well. We've only done it once. You end up in a third version of Columbia.
Whoa.
And then finally, you get to Monument Island, which has a giant statue of the angel on it, and then you get to the First Lady, which is Comstock's Zeppelin.
Okay.
Okay, you get to Comstock Zeppelin, and you walk in, and he's just there.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh no, please, I'm not
Come on,
sad.
man,
And then
yeah.
Booker loses his shit and kills him. He drowns him in a bird bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Is the
Which-
Songbird's bath?
No, it's much smaller.
And it's a parallel to the baptism, which
Yeah,
created Comstock
exactly.
in the first place.
Yeah, so he drowns
Yeah.
him. Exactly.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
death.
sort of.
Yeah.
Take that.
I'm gonna kill me!
Yeah, take that, Chester.
It takes. My God. Anyway, you end up getting the flute where you can play the tune. I can't remember the
Yeah.
notes exactly, but you can play the tune that controls the songbird.
Yeah.
And then you get to destroy the siphon inside
Yeah.
Monument Island. And then all of a sudden, Elizabeth has full control over her powers. So the
Yeah.
songbird, you don't have control over him anymore, and he's pissed off. He comes at you, and Elizabeth, he's like, I've lost control. The songbird, the bird is coming for us. She says no, and transports you and herself and the songbird to the first level of the first BioShock. You
Yeah.
get transported instantly to 1960, and then the songbird is outside in the deep sea, being crushed to death by the pressure.
Yeah.
That is
And
so cool.
that's how you kill him.
And it's a very sad scene.
It is very sad because the songbird has a very Beauty and the Beast kind of Rapunzel sort
Yeah.
of thing going on, where it is a violent monster,
it's a
but
mis-
it is designed to love Elizabeth unconditionally, so you can't blame it. And watching it die is sad.
It's like you have your pet dog, and it's a pit bull, and it's amazing.
And it rips the
all
face
your
off a
life,
toddler,
but
yeah.
It just did that
Rips
one
off the
thing.
face of a toddler. That one thing. That one time it ripped off a toddler's face.
I wasn't gonna go there, but that's an example. Yeah.
I mean, it does happen.
It does happen.
Spay and neuter your pets.
Please.
I'm Bob Barker.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Punch the desk there.
Knock
Sorry.
wood.
Yeah. Knock on wood.
Knock on
Spay
wood.
new to your pets. My cat is barren, so I don't need to get her fixed.
Really?
How do you find out that?
Because she lived outside of my dad's place. She wandered out of the woods, and my dad's wife is allergic to cats, so she was just left outside with the other cat. And she's been with other cats, just other farm cats, basically, and never got pregnant. Yeah, so they just assume she's barren.
Lucky.
Yeah. I just got my husky all up to date. Well, she's been neutered forever, but like all shots and everything is super legal in the strict Moroccan laws.
Which
Yeah.
is bullshit, yeah.
They're pretty crazy with the dog laws here in
Yeah.
Morocco.
That's why I have a cat, and she never leaves. And I don't even have a collar for my cat.
No.
Nah.
How's cat?
Thinking about getting one. I think she'd look super cute.
If you're listening to the podcast, please send Peter a cat collar.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a little bow tie on.
Oh, what is it? What's your cat's name?
Screamer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because she's so screamy.
Screamy.
Yeah, she can't meow properly.
Broken voice box.
I know. Well, I mean, if you're gonna, she almost died in the forest and then stumbled upon my dad's house and then they brought her back to life. So
Yeah.
that'll fuck you up for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Why she's so tiny, barren, and sounds wrong.
She came in from the forest. She meowed once. Peter's dad got pissed, kicked it in the throat. Broken voice box.
No, that did not happen.
We gotta get some weeds out of the backyard. Tie her up to the back of the four-wheeler.
Yeah,
and
whip her around.
Drag her around. I forgot I told that story. That's true. Yeah, the quad bike gardening adventures.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All good stuff.
Hey, BioShock is basically over at this point.
Yeah.
So that's when you find out Elizabeth starts taking you through time, through lighthouses that all go through time, and then you find out that Comstock and Booker are the same guy.
Same person.
And you go back to the universe where you were originally baptized, right? And then you refuse it, but then you do it again, but you let Elizabeth drown you.
Yeah. Elizabeth and all her...
Time clones.
Yeah, time
and then they
clones.
start to blink out of existence as their universes cease to exist.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The discipline it takes to let someone drown you for any reason.
Well, it's just
hard.
one Booker, because after the credits roll, it cuts to a Booker who was never baptized and also who never gave up his daughter.
That Booker
And
can
you can-
only see through his own eyes, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he opens a door after hearing a baby cry, so it's Booker. His wife is still dead, sadly. I guess I can't fucking fix that.
Yeah.
Well, your time travel powers on Earth can't bring your wife back.
But
So there is a Booker left with an Anna. Or
Okay.
so we thought. So now we move on to 1958, December 31st, where Elizabeth shows up in Booker DeWitt's office, and this is Burial at Sea, episode 1.
okay.
Elizabeth shows up at Booker DeWitt's office in Rapture in 1958.
Okay.
So there was a version of Booker who became Comstock, and then when they tried to kidnap Anna from another universe, instead of her pinky being cut off, it was her head.
Oh.
So she was decapitated
That's
by the
dark.
decapitated by the portal.
Was she okay?
Yes. She was fine. But Burley at Sea,
Burley at sea.
Burley at Sea is
The
the
Burley
is
Sea
the,
Captain.
That was the name
is-
of the ferry captain.
Is the
Yeah.
is the
Burley at sea.
the buff timeline. So Elizabeth shows up, jacked as shit, wearing a tank top,
Yeah, burly
huge
as all hell.
mustache,
Yeah.
and she's just like, "Whoa, Mr. DeWitt,
Yeah.
I need some help."
That didn't sound like a sea captain at all.
I'm having trouble tracking my impressions. All right.
No, we're getting them right. You're just labeling them wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was Elizabeth right here. You can see on screen right now.
Yeah, that big
right
burly
next to the ad for
mustache.
Orange is the New Black, which is
Yeah.
kind of odd. You don't have ad block.
So for the people
you
at
a
home,
fucking caveman. You don't have ad block.
He is. He is.
no, I like some of them.
Such as.
He's met hot single moms in his
Yeah.
area.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Ooh, damn. Maybe I should turn off my ad block on the BioShock wiki.
There weren't moms when I met them.
Oh!
I didn't get that for a
Getting
second.
girls pregnant
Yeah.
is what he's saying.
Yeah, you know what?
Even when I don't understand something, I still typically tend to yell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that whole Plato in the cave conversation.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Well, just because James and I have
Culture?
worthless education. That gives you the right to scream at us when we bring it up.
That's it.
We went to school for basically no reason.
Yeah.
I'm not in my field. I'm an artist,
Yeah.
and I do this
Yeah.
Also tech
This
support.
is art.
I studied psychology and now I do video game things. And,
Only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ethan makes pretty much the same money I do, but he writes for a blog. And he didn't go to school yet.
I'm a blog writer.
Yeah, he's a good man.
It's a blogger,
blogger.
A blog writer.
which is a slur.
No,
Filthy
A
bloggers.
blog.
because I don't run a blog. I just write for a blog.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh.
It's a corporate blog.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They pay you like way more than you.
They pay me as much as I make at my full-time 40-hour-a-week job.
Yeah.
That's not
Fuck,
bad.
yeah. The last remaining Elizabeth travels to Rapture to find the last remaining Comstock.
Or Booker.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
And start with a U.
Yeah.
After that, I'm kind of at a loss. Anyway, she shows up at Booker DeWitt Detective Agency, 1958, December 31st.
Hey, it's called the Booker DeWitt Detective Agency.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not Comstock.
He's a PI in Rapture. Nope. No. He changed his name back to hide
Back-
from the fact that
back
that
to
Comstock decapitated his
His
kidnapped
daughter. Okay, yeah.
Booker's a good detective name.
He keeps a little doll head with him though to remind him.
Well, he didn't really decapitate it.
Yeah.
A doll head? Is that what you
He
said?
keeps a doll head with him. Yeah.
He just keeps the head. Come on.
Of a doll, but he doesn't have the brand. He doesn't have the AD on his hand. He's got
Okay.
the doll head on him. So
But, like, couldn't,
Booker's a guilty man.
isn't there like a trinket or something?
Why don't you have like a full doll? Why don't you remember your daughter without being decapitated?
Yeah. No, this is the head.
Yeah.
Listen, he's a hard-boiled man of crime. He
Yeah.
doesn't have time for your sentimental bullshit.
I love how.
You faggot.
Then why does he keep the doll head on him at
To
all?
feel bad. Being a PI in 1958 is about feeling bad
Okay.
and then helping dames out or something. Dames with hot gams.
Hot games. So this is 1958.
It is 1958.
This is before the end of, or where Elizabeth travels to in Rapture.
No, this is when Elizabeth shows up in Rapture.
No, sorry. At the end of the game, non-DLC, Elizabeth, when she kills the songbird.
Is in 1960. That's
1960.
true. Yes, she's back in the past.
Okay.
Yes, but all but one. So the whole thing behind this is like all but one disappeared, so there must be a Comstock left, and she goes to find him
Okay.
in the multiverse.
Okay.
And he's in Rapture in 1958. December 31st is important because the rebellion that caused the fall of Rapture was New Year's Day,
Okay.
1959.
Okay.
That's why when you show up in 1960 in the first game, everything is gone to
Done.
shit. It's
Yeah.
because
That was gonna be my next question, yeah.
That evening, right, Atlas and his thugs and all the splicers who had gone crazy
Yeah.
go crazy and take over the city.
Which is the plot of BioShock 1
Which
and
is
2.
well, the plot of BioShock 1 is kind of picking up after. that.
Yeah, well, sorry, not the
And
plot,
it's
but...
barely more convoluted.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Barely.
Yeah. Also, since
Not
we
convoluted. Deep.
deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I want to just like preface this one now that we're getting into Rapture. BioShock 2 was. I'm going to mention it at the end. Burial at Sea nullifies BioShock 2 really hard. And
Oh, yeah?
makes it pretty much non-canon.
Wow.
Like, so the way the development worked was Irrational made BioShock, and Irrational made BioShock Infinite, but 2K Marin made BioShock 2.
Oh, I
They
had
didn't
no
have
idea.
the same writer, they didn't have the same lead. So the writer was Ken Levine for BioShock and BioShock Infinite.
Okay.
And he pretty much wrote BioShock 2 out of the canon with
Throwing
the Burial
shade,
at
man.
Sea DLC. Because Burial at Sea DLC,
Burley at sea.
so, whatever.
Can't stop saying it.
I drank a little too much, maybe.
You're just thinking
It takes
what you
place.
really want to see
It
in the
takes
world.
place. I just want buff ladies
I want
hanging out with 1950s PIs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
under the water.
Undersea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish Ariel had like abs.
I was just gonna
that
say.
turned into fishtail.
Imagine
that
if-
also had abs on them.
Imagine if she
I
was.
want a fishtail with biceps.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah,
They
like her
were-
flippers. She
Yeah.
like had her like flippers at the end, like crush a walnut.
Yeah. They would have called it the Biggest Mermaid.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the Burliest Mermaid.
I totally forgot it was called
The Little Mermaid.
Part of your gym. Just like supplements, like
Yeah.
instead of a wave.
It's actually funny as
Yeah.
food. She finds like 100-pound dumbbell in her
Yeah.
water.
She ends up eating her lobster friend for the protein.
Oh
guys.
yeah.
Under the sea.
Yeah.
Weights are much lighter. You
Yeah.
can't get stronger under the sea. What the fuck? Yo, hang on a second. That makes us like 12 episodes deep.
Yeah, Disney.
12 Disney
Yeah.
songs.
Gotta be fuck.
Fuck!
It's gotta be.
God damn it.
And they're different ones too, and they came
I
out
know!
naturally.
I know!
Guys were killed. Well, as naturally as a scripted podcast can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we scripted
35
natural.
Yeah,
35
that's it.
drafts.
Yeah.
35 drafts.
Yeah. The song, for those listening, to pull the curtain aside a little bit here. For
The
those
thing we were talking
listening,
about, new thing, we got new teleprompters.
Yeah, it was the 30-second draft, which actually, the Little Mermaid song got incorporated.
Oh, yeah. 30 seconds. So we've had
Fun little thing for those
had
at home.
3 drafts at the end.
Yeah, that's it.
Little peek
And
behind,
so it's kind of
little peek
natural in
behind
the
the
sense
scenes
that
for the DVD.
yeah, it's kind of natural in the sense that it's only, I mean, it's about a draft a week, so it's about 3 weeks.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. I'm just going to take a swig here. You two keep each other busy before I get back into Burley. Let's see.
Yeah.
No, let's be completely quiet while Peter drinks his beer. You're the host of the podcast, Peter. You're supposed to be better.
Well, I
You're
mean,
supposed to rise
what do you
above.
mean?
You know what?
Better.
Supposed
That's
to rise above.
I was gone for 11 days,
Yeah.
and at no point did you guys install a fucking IV drip in here, so I could just get drunk and keep speaking. Okay.
Actually, yeah, that's our wire right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's actually my new internet.
Well, I was gonna say that looks like a.
Yeah.
So a
That looks fresh.
19-year-old guy came in, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna set up your internet," and he doesn't know what he's doing. And then he comes in, he drills 3 holes in the side of my wall. Only one of them makes it through. He doesn't. Plug He doesn't plug the other 2 that are still on the brick on the outside.
Oh, you
And
go from
then-
outside, I was gonna say.
Yeah, on the outside. And then he comes in, he does his work, and I was like, "Hey, man, like before you cut that, do you want mine like running?" 'Cause so for the viewers at home, it's like in the middle of a wall. You know, you can put it.
There's a
or at
line
least-
in the middle of his wall
Yeah, you
that
can-
is his internet Ethernet
It
wire.
should,
Yeah.
it should be next to the molding.
It should be next to the molding, and then it should be run along the molding
Yeah.
down to a corner.
There's lots
and
of
I was
things
like,
it
"Hey,
should
man,
be."
before you do it," and he cuts it already. He's like, "Oh, sorry." And I was like talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm actually studying to be a web designer, but this is just a summer job." And
Yeah, looks like it.
Exactly, he's
Wow.
19. And I started talking to him more because I don't have internet, so what else am I going to do?
Yeah,
Talk to the guy who's installing it.
So he says, "Yeah, my girlfriend's got tickets to this concert, but I gotta get out of here in like an hour if I want to make it." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay,
Jesus
cool."
Christ.
So he's just butchering my fuck. And whenever he
It looks bad.
I had 0.5 megabytes upload or download. Sorry, 0.5 megabytes download.
What do you have now?
Now they came back at 60.
Oh,
So
okay.
or 55 or something like that. They fixed it, but because I had to call again though.
Yeah.
And then he
Wow.
left, and then after he leaves, I get a phone call, and he's like, "Hey man, did I leave a device there?" And I look, and he left his bag there with his like all his internet diagnostic stuff.
Yeah.
And he comes back, and he's like, "Oh, I actually missed the concert because I left my stuff here." And it's like, "Well,
I don't
fuck
give a
you,
shit.
You nerd.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was my.
If you'd done a
experience.
good job, it
Yeah.
would have.
That was my experience, yeah, and I couldn't even stream audio without interruptions for a week. Until they
Oh
came to fix
my
it.
god.
Hell, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't. You say they came to fix it, but there's still a line in the
Well,
middle
no,
of your
they
fucking
didn't-
wall.
I talked to them about the wire, and they said we can't fix the wire, but we can like.
They can't absolutely fix
Yeah.
the wire.
So he said
Due
you
to
got-
the
you got-
longer wire.
Yeah.
Not this time. I'd have to make another appointment, kind of thing.
Fucking
So,
hell, dude.
so he said I can also increase your speed 60 times or 100 times, pretty much.
120.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like,
Fine,
okay,
yeah.
I'll take that. I guess I'll call.
Is it
back.
free?
No, but I got $60 knocked off my next bill.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
He meant is the service. free.
Oh, the service?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All
This
this-
this
that's
is free. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't pay for any of this, but I'm paying them $110 every fucking month. And okay,
$110.
Oh my god.
So yeah, no, listen.
That's like twice what
So-
I paid.
so-
Yeah, me too.
Should I
Alright,
go
fine.
into this? Should I go into this? Okay, yeah.
yes.
So-
Yeah. I know it's fine.
We're already in it. So I called them and I said, "Hey, my internet's too much money. Can you fix it?" Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll give you. We'll pretty much double your speed, and you'll pay like $30 to $40 less a month. I'm like, cool, let's do that. So that we
How
do
the
that.
fuck does that work?
I don't.
Because he has like 20 gigabytes
Because
bandwidth, and now
no,
he's just
they're-
always going over.
No,
Yeah.
no, I had unlimited the whole time.
Yeah.
But the prices are married to the packages whenever they're sold. So
Okay.
Oh, they get grandfathered.
exactly,
Oh,
they get
okay, yeah.
grandfathered. So
Yeah.
there was this much better thing. So they gave me a new router, they gave me everything. But then I called them, and this was back 5 months ago, and they're like, "Great." So they sent someone. He didn't call me before coming, so he came while I was at work. He didn't show up. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm happy with the internet that I have because the internet I had before was more than I needed. And then I called them, and for the last 5 months, I have not been getting the discount because I hadn't had someone come here and upgrade my shit. So for me to make them pay more money to get someone to upgrade my stuff,
Yeah.
I am paying less money, right?
Yeah.
So I had to make them work more to make me pay less. In my mind, I was like, oh, they're not gonna come. It's fine. I just wanted the better price.
Yeah.
And so I was very mad. And I called them and I customer supported them. I was like, escalate me to a tier 2, please.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you always say. Right away,
Yeah.
don't answer any questions. Just say, escalate me to the next level of support.
so-
And when the next level answers, what do? Escalate me,
Yeah.
bitch.
Pretty
Bitch, you're
soon-
tier 2, not tier enough for me.
Pretty soon you're talking to a president.
I don't want
and then
no
you get an
silver
internet
medal.
wire dead in the middle of your wall.
Yeah.
And that's what you want.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah.
Is that what
We
led
will-
to this?
We will put that on Instagram. We'll try and schedule it to come out on Monday or something.
Complain enough, and you'll get a hole drilled
Oh
through your
my
wall
God,
with the cable plugged
pissed
into
off.
your 5 jack. Oh, it's a fancy new router though.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's like it's all in one sort of thing.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
and the
cool.
I have
speed's
the
great.
next home hub.
The
That
service
shit is wild, dude.
Yeah, the service is great now, but so much. Just
Moroccan internet companies aren't exactly
I
the
hate
best.
Moroccan telecom companies. I could fucking go off on them for a
Oh
fucking
my
Yeah.
god,
year, man.
Yeah.
Moroccan
Bull.
telecom. Dole?
Bull.
Oh.
Ramgers.
I thought you said Dole, like
Radio
the banana
Tram.
company.
Yeah,
I was like, no wonder
Yeah.
no wonder they did such a shitty job. You got your internet installed by a banana company.
Yeah. They just like drill a hole in the wall and push bananas through it.
Yeah.
How's your TV?
Your internet, sir.
Plenty of potassium.
My cell phone is with Radio Tram.
Oh,
Radio Tram, yeah. That's the way to go. I got Ramgers for mine.
Oh yeah. Excuse me. Goddamn, I'm a gassy little girl.
You are. Holy moly. Need a pop filter for you.
Where were we? Oh right, let's see. Episode 1. That was good. That was a good one.
Sorry. Mad about my internet. Had to let it.
You know what? Internet's relevant to games.
Yeah.
Do you know how to get DLC? DLC stands for downloadable content, which you
Oh.
download over the internet.
Oh.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all part of the same universe, same multiverse. Anyway,
What if somebody makes a phone call while I'm trying to install my DLC?
doesn't matter. Not anymore.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You mean I can use the phone and the internet?
I can watch a video and talk to my grandma on the phone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What
not
kind
on
of video?
Not on 0.5 megabytes per second.
No, you
But-
may not. No,
Yeah.
you can't do anything.
No.
No, you could probably load up the Space Jam website.
Oh yeah.
I grew up with
slowly.
dial-up, man.
You see Michael Jordan's head,
Yeah.
and eventually you get down to
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny.
We all grew up with dial-up. I mean,
Yeah.
we all. I mean, we're in mid-20s. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, for a long time, all I had was dial-up.
I had dial-up like post 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, for
Yeah.
sure.
We lived out in the country.
Yeah,
boys.
almost 2010.
No,
I
like
think I got.
I didn't because my dad was boring. But
I
I
got-
was definitely on the wrong side of 2010 when I
Yeah.
got high speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, when I upgrade, because we upgraded to rural high speed, which is like it's antenna internet.
3 megs.
It advertises 3 megs, but you get about between 100 and 500 kilobyte download.
Holy fuck.
That was my childhood, dude.
Yeah.
Downloading music over the course of 4 days.
Yeah.
Ethan and I used to play World of Warcraft on his connection and would, like, 3 times a dungeon have to run downstairs and reset the router
Reset
so
the
we
router,
could
yeah.
complete it.
Oh really?
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my god.
So bad.
It's
Speaking of
good.
resetting the router, we're gonna reset
Let's
the timeline.
reset this podcast.
Yeah. Whatever. We can. Everybody's still following. People,
I think so. Yeah.
People.
Everybody who's still listening still following.
Yeah. People listen. People listen for the people, man.
Yeah.
It's a personality-driven medium because you
Yeah.
can't see our cute little faces.
That's why I'm glad you're here, because whew, it fell apart last week. There was several fires.
Nandy was great. We were shit.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
That's what we were saying, I think, yeah.
Oh, you guys are self-conscious. Don't worry about it. I mean, I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't have an actual review of last week's podcast.
I go on like how long was my tangent? Probably like 12-minute tangent about race relations. It's like it's ugly.
Yeah. Well, I was too Nandy, who was a black man, and he was just
What? Nandy's black?
half Irish, half Nigerian.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's an
Yeah.
interesting mix.
Yeah. No,
I did know he's black.
His
For the listeners,
mother.
no.
Okay, sorry. This is like.
Well, now we're just tangenting on Nandy.
No, stop!
No,
You stop now! You let me finish Maryland
Wait,
episode 1.
I said his mother. I had to finish at least this thought. Okay, his mother is a redheaded individual from Ireland named Patty McGee.
Patty McGee.
That
The
sounds-
mother of Namdi Wosu.
That sounds made up.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Okay. Anyways, I can't prove it here without ruining Nambi's like personal life, but
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah.
They already know his mother's maiden name, so
Yeah. Good luck finding the one Patty McGee in Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Open the phone book. It's just the one phone book of Ireland.
Yeah.
It's like the entire country's in one phone book.
6 pages.
Yeah.
Anyway, Berlitz, episode 1. The last remaining Anna, blah, 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 blah. What are we doing? We're back on track now.
Yeah.
He's got a doll head. I think that was the last last relevant thing we were talking about.
I was on vacation for a long time. It's another rowdy cast.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, every season we get a rowdy cast or 4. But
seasons are defined by when a rowdy cast comes out.
Exactly.
So I think we've had 12 seasons so far.
Fuck. Hey, it's a long-running podcast. We're very successful.
Yeah.
So anyway, they have to find a little sister. The little sisters are the little girls in Rapture who are implanted with sea slugs that generate Atom, which powers the plasmids.
And plasmids, like you said, are superpowers.
Exactly. It's this like medically and scientifically flexible substance that allows you to shoot lightning for some reason, fire for some reason, bees for some very many reasons.
The little girls look like the twins from The Shining kind of thing.
They do very much. Yeah. You know, originally because when I got the fan of the month thing, they sent me like the big ass concept art book. Did you know the little sisters originally were supposed to be crippled dogs with like the wheelchairs?
Really? That's hilarious.
They're supposed to.
What a different game, man!
Because they wanted you to feel sad if you had to kill them.
Yeah.
To take their powers, so they were like dogs.
Honestly,
with the little wheels.
I would have more qualms about it if it was the dogs with the wheels.
Me too. Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't think I just want to get the achievement for the good ending or the bad ending. I would be just like, I can't kill this crippled dog. Yeah. But yeah, they were like dogs with the little back leg wheelie things that like squeak around sadly with their infinite cones. You know?
No, I wouldn't have killed one. Although I think I've only ever killed one little girl in the BioShock series. I just can't bring myself to do it, honestly. Just like harvest their souls like that. It's a little too much for me.
But you pull the slug out of their guts. Yeah. Barehanded, presumably.
And kill them.
No big deal. You know, sometimes you just have to like crack open a little girl and drink their gooey insides.
Yeah, you can really
They're
tell
gooey
that this guy
slugs.
sold his daughter for gambling purposes, right? He's able to just harvest souls.
You know, like people often criticize video games for just like placating the male fantasy. Like, I don't think I'd ever want to be a man who, with gambling debts, who sells my daughter to myself in another universe. That is ridiculous, BuzzFeed. How dare you accuse me of this?
I think you're the outlier, though. I think most men would.
Would we?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
James?
I just want a hat for my dick now.
TinyDickHats.com.
10% off. Coupon code LoreBoys.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's another good T-shirt if we ever need it. I just want a hat for my dick now.
Put that on a piece of corn.
Anyway, we have to find Sally, who's a little sister, and Elizabeth wants to find Sally.
Okay.
Anyway, you fight your way in through a sunken part of Rapture with a department store full of splicers. Right, you kind of learn about tears, but of course this Booker has no idea what a tear is because he's never dealt with it because he abandoned it after this whole thing, right? He's like, oh, how the fuck is this going on?
Okay.
Oh, you go into like very briefly into an alternate universe where something is that you need, you reach through it and you grab it.
Okay.
It's a plasmid, right? No big deal. But then at the end you fight a Big Daddy. The Big Daddies are the diving suits. They have a drill hand.
Yeah.
And then you fight them, and then Elizabeth betrays you.
Oh.
You get killed.
Snap.
Or the final Zachary Comstock, the final Booker, is killed by a Big Daddy. He gets impaled through the back. Oof. Just like in the original trailer for BioShock, where it comes through his chest.
Yeah.
And then pulls out, and then he dies. And Elizabeth is just looking at you.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's the end of BioShock. That's the end of Burial at Sea, episode 1.
Oh, okay, cool.
Turns out, this Big Daddy, okay, because they
was Zachary Comstock.
Completely linked to these little sisters. Elizabeth tries to go and get this little sister.
Yeah.
And the Big Daddy is just like, bitch, I ain't having none of that. And kills Elizabeth.
But
since she has, tear powers.
Superpowers.
She gets killed. She gets impaled on a piece of rebar.
Okay.
Like the Big Daddy comes for her and like slams her through a wall. And then the piece of rebar stabs her through the chest.
Okay.
So she dies in a similar way to the final Comstock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rebar.
Is
it a bar and then
reinforcing bar? I don't know.
Reinforcing. Okay. That was a bar like again.
No.
Again. It was bar once and then bar again.
It rebarred itself. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, Elizabeth ends up getting killed by this Big Daddy. But she reappears, and she ends up in the same situation as the Lutece twins.
Oh,
And the
okay.
so she
She's
is
spread across all universes
scattered.
now. Yeah.
She can no longer open tears, but she can like kind of materialize in different places.
Okay.
Because now she's dead. She has her finger back. Like,
Oh,
her pinky's
that's
no,
handy.
no longer cut
There
off.
was one universe out there that had the pinky, and she's like, I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, exactly. But now she's back. She finds her own dead body, and then she has to go through, and she ends up working with Atlas.
Okay.
Atlas is a character from BioShock 1. He's the guy who says, would you kindly... He's the Irishman on the radio. Can't trust the Irish. Which is
Can't
what we learned from
trust-
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
Can't trust the Irish.
And this podcast.
And this podcast.
Yeah.
Don't trust the Irish.
Or don't trust this podcast.
Hashtag Peter O'Donoghue. Do not trust the Irish. I am an untrustworthy fellow.
You're Greek,
Mostly.
mostly.
What are you, Ethan?
I don't know.
Mostly Scottish, like 3/4. And then the rest, like Welsh, fucking.
James Miller?
Yeah. Pretty English
James
accent.
Robert John Miller.
That's a white
Yeah.
boy name.
James Robert John Miller.
Jim
I mean,
Bob
we're
You're gonna be
Jones.
such a good judge one day. The
Honorable
James Robert
My
John Miller.
father's a lawyer.
Yeah, I know, that's why,
I got my in. Yeah.
I got my in.
Hey,
You just
Dad.
need to know a lawyer, and he'll get you become a judge.
Hey, Dad, can I be a judge? Yeah, no problem.
I got you.
We're trying to keep nepotism away from the law.
Trying and failing.
This isn't a
Yeah.
this isn't a frontier town. Okay, it's
Uh,
Morocco.
Yeah.
It's sunny and we got tangerines.
We do.
Is it the little oranges?
I have no idea. Oh, tangerines are little oranges.
Yeah.
Clementines,
we-
Clementine.
Also tangerines.
What? No, there's difference.
They are different, but they are both like little oranges.
They're both
Nectarines are sweeter. Wait, did you say clementines? Nectarine is another small orange.
Actually, they also call the capital of Morocco the Little Orange, as also the the Big Apple.
Yeah, the Big Apple. It's
Yeah,
a parallel to that. Yeah,
Exactly. It's true. Look it up.
it's true. Look it up.
I don't doubt you.
Look up
It's-
on Google.
It sounds so true.
Call Google and ask them.
Yeah.
They'll tell you.
I mean, I have Hey Siri deactivated on my phone, but I would Hey Siri the shit out of that. But it sounds super true.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Well, it is.
Well, I'm
Anyway.
say something not true.
Before let's see episode 2.
Episode 2. Everybody's dead.
The last ghost of Elizabeth, who's being followed by the ghost now of Booker DeWitt. Because
Oh.
she's hallucinating this whole time. She's going
Okay.
crazy. She's working with Atlas. Atlas is later revealed in BioShock 1 to be Frank Fontaine, who is a criminal mastermind. He's responsible for the fall of Rapture. Excuse me. She goes through, and she has to go from Rapture to Columbia to steal a Lutece particle
Okay.
to float where Frank Fontaine, Atlas, is currently imprisoned at the bottom of the sea because they sank part of the city, to get back up, and he has to find something called the Ace in the Hole, which is a code that, after you use the cipher to decipher the code, is "Would you kindly." That is the Ace in the Hole, because remember, you are being controlled the whole time in BioShock 1 with the phrase "Would you kindly?"
Yeah.
And you eventually manage to kill Andrew Ryan.
Yeah,
Okay? So this is what Atlas is looking for the whole time. He wants to take over the city.
That's weird that a cipher deciphers something. You ever stop and think
What do
about
you mean? A cipher is a code. It's like the.
that? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's what a
Wait,
cipher does.
Yeah, I, know, I get it. But like, if you just think of it in like straight language, like a cipher deciphers something. Like, wouldn't a cipher cipher something? Does
I-
an axe?
I think that the cipher is the code
Yeah,
itself.
you know-
I may have misspoke.
No. You're right.
No,
You're right.
the cipher is the key to the code.
Yeah, so you can decipher something with a cipher.
I suppose
No,
so.
you decode something with a cipher.
Okay. Anyways. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Tangents. Too many.
No.
Not too many. I
Yeah.
just
You
disagree with that
but
one.
you eventually find it.
I think it's weird. The idea that you went and stole a particle from anywhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth goes to Columbia and finds one particle.
Well, it's in a tank.
Yeah,
And she
okay.
manages to float this part that Atlas is trapped in. It's a department store.
Okay.
And then you manage to float back up to the rest of Rapture where Atlas gets out. And then when you finally give him... So this is an incredibly brutal game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, like an incredibly brutal DLC. So Atlas is a bad guy.
Yeah.
He like threatens Elizabeth. You play as Elizabeth in this one,
Yeah.
right? Which I guess I specified. Let's just remember, like, I understand this is going to sound kind of sexist, but when I'm playing as a lady, I find the violence against me to be particularly egregious. Atlas gives you threatens you with a lobotomy
Oh, yeah.
by hammering the lobotomy needle into your skull in first person and
Fucking hell.
directs your vision when he's talking to you
Oh, yeah.
at some point and then pulls it out. And he's just like, listen, I'm Atlas. I'm serious as all fuck.
Yeah.
Get me this particle.
Don't fuck around.
Yeah, don't fuck around. Anyway, so this closes the loop on BioShock Infinite and leads directly into BioShock 1. So eventually you get the ace in the hole, you get the cipher that gives Atlas the key, the control phrase over Jack in BioShock.
Okay.
Jack is the ultimate hero of the BioShock universe, for the record.
Okay.
And notice at no point through traveling through Columbia, through Rapture, in 1958, before the first game, do I ever mention anything from BioShock 2? It's because, frankly, it did never really happen. It's basically been written out at this point.
Okay.
Like, I'll go through the game very briefly, and like what I like, what I don't like, but it's BioShock 2 didn't happen. Really.
To all intents and purposes.
For all intents and purposes, as far as the
glad
plot,
I didn't finish it.
as far as the plot goes, 0 characters, 0 technology, 0 concepts, 0 anything, 0 locations.
Okay. So it could have happened. It's just kind of, it would be irrelevant.
It's completely irrelevant at this point. Anyway, at the end of Burial at Sea episode 2, you end up giving the ace in the hole to Atlas.
Okay.
And you know what he does? He beats you to death with a wrench.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah. So the last Elizabeth dies in Rapture.
Okay.
And is beaten to death in first person
with a wrench
by Atlas.
Does he say something like, "I'll fix you"?
Yeah.
Like, is there a cool last line?
I don't recall.
Okay.
It's a very bittersweet ending. Because remember, it was the end of the series. It's like the third and final game, and it closes the loop on the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm going to wrench the life out of you.
Exactly. But then finally after Burial at Sea episode 2, which is mostly about like uncovering more history more than anything, that leads briefly into the BioShock 2 multiplayer, which takes place during the fall of Rapture in 1958-1959.
Okay.
And then we lead directly into BioShock.
The BioShock.
BioShock, exactly. Spiritual successor to System Shock 2, which is fantastic. You should play it.
Yeah. I found with BioShock, you couldn't really tell the age of the game because you do not run into like any NPCs. And if you do, it's like through a door.
Yeah, they're always behind glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so basically all you need to know from this timeline so far is like 1945 after the end of the war. So in 1919, Andrew Ryan and his family escaped to the United States after the Russian Revolution. And then in 1945, like everything you see here, I just like, whatever, fuck it, it's all real history. It's like, oh yeah, did you guys know that in 1939, World War II started?
War were declared.
What was
War
that?
was declared.
What happened?
There was a man named Hitler. He's an angry guy.
The bad guy.
Started killing dudes.
He sounds like a bad guy.
Sounds like a bad man.
Is he on our team?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
maybe. Depending on your
depends
political
on your team.
preferences. Yeah, depending on your team. I'm going to say no, but your decision's up to you, really.
Once
You
I
could
learn
be
more
pro
about
Hitler.
him, I'll figure it out.
Presume no.
It's 2017. You can be pro Hitler.
No, you can't.
Look at South Carolina. Boom. Roasted United States.
Roasted United States!
Oh, you idiots.
In 1945, Andrew Ryan announces he's going to start constructing Rapture, which is a city at the bottom of the ocean. Okay? Some people start to disappear. 1946, a doctor named Bridget Tenenbaum disappears.
Okay.
In December of the same year, Yi Su-chung appears. Remember, he was being spied on by Jeremiah Fink to steal all his sci-fi bullshit.
Sure, we can.
And then Dr. Steinman, yes, exactly,
Ching Ching.
to steal Ching Ching from the Americans.
But she got her head cut off.
But she sure did. Or yeah,
He said, shaking his head.
yeah, he sure did. And then December of the same year, Dr. Yi Su-chung disappears, and in 1947, Dr. Steinman disappears.
Oh.
All these people are disappearing, but what they're all actually doing is going to Rapture, which is this ultimate free society, no morality, all free market, all the time. Predictably collapses.
Yeah.
Right.
Because a bunch of people get addicted to drugs.
Exactly. So then in 1957, the player character from BioShock 1 is born, but what he is actually an accelerated embryo from Andrew Ryan and a stripper named Jasmine Jolene.
Yeah.
Jasmine Jolene is beaten to death in 1959 by Andrew Ryan. You can find her corpse in the first game. Yeah, it's your mommy.
That's mummy.
Yeah, it's your mom. It's your mom.
Miles Davis had a great album that came out that year.
I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's like
Beating the stripper to
Kinda
death.
Blue? Yeah, I think.
Kind of blue.
Yeah.
Beating the stripper to death. That was the original title, and then they changed it to kind of
They
blue for
changed it,
marketing
yeah.
purposes.
Yeah. So this is all happening. 1958, the Big Daddies are created.
Okay.
They're commissioned by Andrew Ryan to protect the Little Sisters who are generating the atom.
Okay.
This whole thing is set up by Bridget Tenenbaum, who was like an accidental Nazi doctor,
Okay.
right? Like she was in Auschwitz but that she was like observing the Nazi scientists as they did their experiments, and then when she escaped to the bottom of the ocean, she decided to infuse little girls with sea
She's like
slugs.
to be a Nazi scientist.
Yeah, you know, she's Nazi Nazi adjacent.
Yeah.
Like she regrets it. She regrets it.
2 terms coined by the BioShock series:
Yeah.
ludonarrative dissonance and
Nazi adjacent.
adjacent.
That wasn't like coined by me.
Yeah.
Or anything. Yeah. But yes, so that whole thing is like the history thankfully proceeds very quickly up to the first game.
Yeah.
Right up till then. 1958. So the way Big Daddies are made is it was a volunteer program. Some people were prisoners, where basically you are grafted onto the inside of an armored diving suit, and then you are completely lobotomized up until you're only reactive to the cries of a little sister or a pheromone that is unique per little sister.
Okay.
Okay, which is why you can use a hypnotized Big Daddy plasmid was developed after the war
Yeah.
in 1959, at least, to give normal citizens the ability to control Big Daddies.
Oh, okay.
So you can throw your own pheromones onto them, and then you could hire a Big Daddy for a limited amount of time. And then New Year's Eve, 1959, the fall of Rapture occurs. This is when Frank Fontaine, the crime boss, is also Atlas, distributes plasmids to the people who are following him, and in an attempt to take over Rapture, attacks. It was a restaurant. Hang on, I lost the page and I forgot it.
Denny's.
It attacks
Denny's,
yeah. Hang on.
Andrew Ryan's eating dinner at Denny's.
Yeah.
And they get attacked.
Whatever. It's a restaurant. Who cares?
Yeah.
The Civil War
I was
begins.
wondering the same thing.
There's a civil war that begins, and then anyway they attack this restaurant. They start to take over. This is when Rapture falls to pieces. So plasmids apparently modifying your DNA to shoot bees is unhealthy.
You don't say.
People start going crazy,
They would.
and then Frank
I
Fontaine
hate bees.
distributes plasmids and gene modifications to every gene tonics, as they're called, to everybody.
Gene tonics.
Gene tonics, yeah.
Oh, that's
Everybody.
great.
Then he
That's
changes
good
his
stuff.
identity. He changes his identity to Atlas. Puts on a fake Irish accent.
Okay.
All right. And then the ace in the hole, basically what happens is the accelerated embryo of Jack
Uh-huh.
is 3 years old now.
Okay.
Okay. They've successfully brainwashed it. Him, you.
So
you're
Alice
the player
has
character.
successfully brainwashed
Alice and Yi Su-shang, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yi Su-shang is eventually killed in 1959 by a Big Daddy as he's recording an audio log.
it? Okay.
And he accidentally, he is with a little sister who wants his attention.
Yeah.
And then he's a cantankerous old man. Slaps her across the face. Just smacks the taste out of this little girl's mouth.
Okay.
She starts to cry, activates her pheromones. Big Daddy kicks down the door,
Fucks him up.
kills him, stabs him through the back,
Fucks him up real good.
pins him through the desk.
Oh, through the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like Comstock.
Comstock and Guy in the Trailer.
Which is in the...
Burial at Sea, Episode 1.
No, I'm wondering the year. This is...
1958.
It already happened, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Elizabeth gets to witness the death of Su-shang in 1959 when she's traveling around.
Oh,
to
cool.
steal a particle. Yeah.
Cool, cool,
You
cool,
get to
cool,
watch
cool.
that whole thing. Which I very much enjoy.
A nice little callback.
Yeah.
We do callbacks here.
Shout out!
Yeah.
Shout out to the OG! You know what doesn't get shout outs? BioShock 2 never gets a shout out, ever.
Hmm?
Except in BioShock 2.
Except in... shout out.
BioShock 2 references itself a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm shouting
no
out
one
to
else
myself.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels a lot like the Lore Boys podcast.
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly. At least we can't write ourselves out of existence. Though.
Oh, I'm working on
we'll
it.
try.
I'm working on it.
We'll eventually start changing our names. Anyway, yeah. 1959. So eventually, after the accelerated embryo named Jack,
Yeah.
he is, stolen his control things. He's taken over by Frank Fontaine. He's put on an airplane in 1960 on an undefined date, and then he is given a present from his parents.
Quote,
and
unquote.
written on the parent is, "Would you kindly fly this plane to?" And then they have the coordinates of the lighthouse in Rapture.
Okay.
So Jack opens up the present, finds a revolver inside,
Gets
hijacks the
brainwashed.
plane in 1960, crashes into the ocean, and thus begins
That's
BioShock
the beginning of
1.
BioShock 1, yeah. I do recall.
So after Jack hijacks an airplane, crashes at conveniently the exact spot where there was a lighthouse,
Yes.
right?
Was pretty convenient.
He gets on a little submersible called a bath sphere
Okay.
and goes down into Rapture, which is the setting for the first game.
Okay.
Underwater city.
The
Completely
city,
objectivist
underwater.
rule. They're just like, free market, nothing could possibly go wrong. A lot of things
A lot of things did
A
go
lot
wrong.
of things have already gone wrong from what we can...
Objectively.
From what wasn't even there.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey! Anyway, you find out a shortwave radio when you arrive, and there's a man who says, "Would you kindly pick up that shortwave radio?" And you do it. this whole thing is kind of like this, like, haha, hilarious commentary on how video games, you don't really have any free will in video games. So it's like, what if your character had no free will the whole time?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. But I love the game. I got the tattoos. I think BioShock 1 is basically perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I don't actually own it anymore, which is kind of an odd thing.
Why don't you marry it then?
Why
don't you kiss it?
You find me a state in Morocco that would allow marriage to inanimate objects, and I will do it. All right?
Ethan to his dick hats and you to your video game.
Yeah, you know what?
That's it. I'm still waiting for that legislation to pass.
Yeah.
That is marry my dick hats.
That is a powerful Scotch stank, by the way. Good God.
Yeah. This is what made me hungover today.
Yeah, well, you know what? You just, like, bring it around. We're all about different timelines.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're bringing it around, and then, like, another James is gonna, like, crash through the wall and just be like,
Yeah.
stop!
One will come in with a better liver and less wrinkles, and he'll be like, hey, don't do that. Yeah.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it. That's the events. Now we go into the events of BioShock. You crash plane into the ocean. Guy says, would you kindly a whole lot.
Pick up a radio.
You kill Dr. Steinman. You kill Peach Wilkins. You go to Fort Frolic. You kill Sandra Cohen, or you don't. It's up to you whether you're going to kill him.
The choice is
and
yours.
then you go and then you end up going and you run into Andrew Ryan.
I wish you had the choice there. I actually replayed that scene.
What, to kill Andrew Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't, because he knows who you are.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the... Okay, so, like, the guy who plays Andrew Ryan is an actor named Armin Shimmerman.
Okay.
Who is, like, the gross alien thing from Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
He's the Ferengi from Deep Space Nine. Same actor.
Oh, yeah?
He's incredible.
Oh, wow.
Incredible. And he has such an incredible performance in that. And yeah, because Andrew Ryan would never let somebody kill him. He's
Obviously.
too proud.
Yeah.
He told you.
Well, I'm not that proud, and I wouldn't let somebody kill me.
No, yeah, exactly. But you know, like when he's just sitting there golfing in his office.
Yeah.
When you show up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just like, "Would you kindly?" Powerful words, and then he has you kill him.
Yeah.
But he kills himself technically.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
with you, who is the ultimate slave, because that's where like
is
a
that
man
suicide?
chooses- It is technically.
Yeah.
Because Jack is a weapon.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like
and he's also a clone.
If he shot himself in the head, that's suicide. Telling Jack to kill him is still suicide.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was still Andrew Ryan has always been the master.
But
of
if you were gonna prosecute Jack, would that be you charge him with suicide?
I mean, you'd have to have all of the mind control sci-fi bullshit as evidence and present it to the jury.
I wouldn't say the mind control. I would just say the fact that it's literally the exact same genetic material.
Not a clone; he's an accelerated embryo.
I thought he was a
Jack's
clone.
Jack's 3.
Oh no, he had a mother. Yeah, that's right.
Jack's 3. Yeah,
Oh,
Jasmine
sorry.
Jolene is his mother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a stripper mom, just like me.
You don't hear that often. You don't hear that often. Oh yeah, he had a mother.
Oh yeah, he had a mother.
Yeah, he's not a clone. He had an accelerated embryo. The protagonist of BioShock is 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
years
Old. 3.
Years
Old.
old.
3.
Yeah.
3 years.
Years?
Old.
Old. I feel like the alien Muppets on Sesame Street. Yep.
Oscar the Grouch. Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Eeyore. Winnie the Pooh.
Eeyore. The Muppet.
Eeyore the Muppet.
Yeah.
from
And there is
Sesame Street.
something. If you Winnie the Pooh someone, what do you think that means?
You stick your hand in their ass like it's a jar of honey.
But no,
You get stuck halfway inside them, and your legs dangle comically behind you.
No, what it is you just wear a t-shirt that only covers the top half of your body, and you just walk around naked. So, like, you could, let's say you have a friend over, and then they go in the other room, and you just only wear a t-shirt, and you're taking balls around, and you Winnie the Pooh.
You Winnie the
I may have
Pooh.
mentioned this on a podcast before, but my old roommate did that once. Where he went to the wash. We were all wasted. He went to the washroom and he came out with his dick and balls hanging out.
Yeah.
And just walked into the kitchen. And like my buddy Alexi was watching and tells the story much better because he was blinded by rage.
Yeah,
But I wasn't going to let that happen in my house.
yeah.
And the way that Alexi describes it is I crossed the room with one step. And then I do remember doing this. I remember what it felt like, but I punched him right in the dick.
Right in the dick. Yeah. I remember what it felt like. I remember feeling his dick squished beneath my knuckles.
It was kind of like watching a lava lamp.
Yeah.
I picture the feeling of like someone's jaw, like hitting them in the jaw.
No, because there's no
slow-mo goes
there's no
down.
bone. It's
Yeah,
all dick.
No
meat.
bone,
Yeah.
all dick.
All dick meat. And yeah, I just like crossed the room. In a second, he was like, Peter, your expression didn't even change. He didn't skip a beat. He took one step.
Calm, cool, and
punched him in the
casual.
dick. Yeah.
Dick
and then,
punch.
And then he dropped like, onto the ground.
I guess that's protocol, right? You trained for this.
Well, I mean, listen, we're going to live together, but there's an extent to what I'm going to deal with.
I know very few people who haven't seen my dick, honestly.
I haven't.
I have a tendency to get drunk and whip it out.
Yeah.
Ethan has the opposite of a big towel.
Whoops.
He had a
Oh.
towel and then dropped it and just showed his dick.
That's my current ring, so I have a pewter Lord of the Rings ring, which I'm wearing now.
A pewter or Peter?
Pewter.
Mm.
Yeah.
Peter,
Because
Peter
I
ring.
had a stainless steel ring that my first girlfriend gave me that I just kept because it was nice.
Yeah,
I think I lost it in the Pacific Ocean.
it's possible.
Don't know if I left with it to BC.
The pond.
Certainly didn't come.
That's what they call it, the
Certainly
Pacific
didn't
Ocean.
come back with it. Don't know where it is, but it was weird. I kept reaching for it to fuck with. I
Yeah.
felt naked, so I had to get another ring out of my drawer.
That's why Japanese people always say across the pond when they are referring to North America.
Oh yeah,
The Pacific
yeah.
Ocean is the
Yeah,
pond.
San Francisco across the pond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, look at me! I'm Japanese. I'm the CEO. I'm the CEO of Nintendo. I am
That's,
across the pond.
that's your best impression all night
Yeah.
of a
Oh,
Japanese
yeah,
person.
The most accurate so far. What the hell was I talking about?
Wow,
Andrew
that
Ryan's
rhymed.
dead.
Yeah, Andrew Ryan died.
Andrew Ryan's died. Andrew
no.
Ryan is died.
He did die.
And then Atlas reveals. Now, from Burial at Sea, since we're going chronologically, we know that Atlas is a really bad dude.
Bad
the
dude.
fact that he threatened to lobotomize and then eventually beat the same woman to death with a wrench.
Yeah.
Not a great dude.
No, seems like a bad guy.
Seems like a bad man.
Like, I don't know where he's coming from.
Great character.
Yeah.
Great character.
Yeah.
Phenomenal villain. Even better after Burial at Sea.
Yeah.
But, like, he still did threaten to lobotomize a lady by burying a needle in her skull and then directing where she was looking.
Yeah.
You
Bad guy.
know, that sucks.
Real rude dude.
Yeah, a little. It's impolite at the
Yeah.
very least. Yeah, it's like, don't subtweet me
Yeah.
unless I approve it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm a woman on the internet.
Triggered.
Shut up.
You wrenched that account good.
It's 2017. Women don't exist anymore.
Oh, yeah,
Your
that's true.
references are out of date.
My bad. Yeah, that's true.
There's only men and fire hydrants.
What?
Is it just a pissing contest?
That's
Is
my-
that what you're saying?
That's my gender. I'm a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it.
Because I love to get pissed on by dogs.
That's just a fetish. You can't have that as a gender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My fetish could be my gender. It's 2017.
Oh, fine, fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit anymore.
Stop defining him.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Andrew Ryan commits suicide by way of you, the player character.
The burly Andrew Ryan.
And then so burly.
So burly.
So burly. And then Atlas reveals himself to be Frank Thompson. What? Why? Was I gonna say that?
I don't know. Who's Frank Thompson?
Nobody. Not even a person I know.
No, that sounds like a made up name.
There's a Frank Fontaine.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
But I said Frank Thompson.
Well, he's Frank Thompson now.
Frank Thompson,
Yeah.
the crime lord from Rapture. Frank Fontaine, the crime lord
From Rapture.
from Rapture, reveals himself after being like, I was Atlas, it's me,
This-
Frank
this whole
Fontaine.
time.
I changed the accent, I'm gonna kill you. Also, there's this thing called Code Yellow. So you have mind control, but also Code Yellow will stop your heart.
Okay.
So every little while in the first BioShock, he says Code Yellow, and your heart rate drops, and so does your maximum
Yeah.
health. So you have to find this way to break it. So Nazi adjacent scientist, Bridget Tenenbaum,
Yeah.
created a failsafe in you
Okay.
because she worked with Dr. Sushong and Frank Fontaine, and she created a thing that you can break that tie. So
Okay.
eventually, you do end up breaking the mind control.
Okay.
Okay, you do end up breaking the mind control, and then Frank Fontaine is like, "Oh fuck! Oh no, and then he goes crazy at the end of the game and just fills himself with plasmids.
Okay.
He's just like, "I'm gonna be the
He's a-
last boss.
He's a desperate man. Yeah. I'm gonna be the final boss.
I'm gonna be the final boss. I'm gonna keep you away from the credits, bitch."
Yeah.
And then and that's what he fills himself with plasmids. He fills himself with Atom, fills himself with gene tonics, and he becomes the last boss. And he does look like the statue of Atlas that's holding up
Yeah.
the world. He becomes this giant bronze dude. He has various
Very
elemental
burly.
attacks. So burly.
So burly, bro.
Burly at sea.
burly.
Yeah, burly at
So he's
sea.
burly at sea.
Yeah.
In burly at sea. All right, that's
We-
gonna be our title.
Yeah, it's come around.
Yeah,
We've gone
there we
full
go,
circle
there we
now.
go.
Yeah.
I think our thumbnail will be like Burly Elizabeth. Like
Yeah.
Burly at Sea's been the running thing.
Yeah.
That's a little glimpse behind the scenes.
Or if you ever look at hats, that's up to you too.
Yeah,
I'll
tinydickheads.com.
put a tiny hat on his cross.
I'm locking down the domain
All right.
tonight.
Yeah, like I'll put a little hat on his cross.
Tiny dick.
But like you got to listen to the whole thing. If you ever watch our speed paints on YouTube and wonder what the fuck is this about, this is where you get it.
Painting, but real fast. So fast.
So fast.
And you know, speed paints, it's not because they speed up the painting of Peter's work.
I'm just that
Peter
good.
is just that fast.
Yeah. I draw with the mouse. I max out the sensitivity.
Yeah.
And then it's just like
He draws so fast, the computer can't catch. Like your screen can't emit that many frames per second.
No, he doesn't even open his eyes though.
Listen,
He doesn't need
the human eye
Yeah.
can't see past 30 frames a second.
Yeah.
For one, fact. Ubisoft.
Fact.
So for honor, I have a free weekend this week, and probably after the podcast, I'm gonna hop on and slay some noobs. It's
I
gonna be
didn't.
fantastic.
Gotta kill noobs.
Yeah.
I didn't play it. I mean, I did because I work
It's
on
good.
it, but I
It's-
didn't play it when it was real.
60 FPS on PC is the way to play it, though. I know someone who's worked with the company, and they've spent 2,000 hours playing the game, and it's a world of difference from console to PC. PC apparently is a great way to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60 FPS is
Always,
the
yeah.
way to play anything.
It's how
Yeah,
fast
so
your
it's
eyes
like a reaction
see.
time- like a reaction time fighting style game,
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Like, yeah.
But like the one thing I've only experienced in with another friend who is like another guy who plays CS:GO on like ultimate low settings to
Yeah.
get every frame is like 144. So there's like the different screens you can get is like 30, 60,
Yeah.
144. Like 144 also makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
It's very, very smooth. You have to get used to it. The problem is it's uncomfortable to go up, but once you get used to it, it's more
Yeah, that's
uncomfortable
it.
to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't really play on my TV because, like, granted, I only have a PS3.
Yeah.
Well, like the PS3 for my console, it's like
They make TVs 120 now.
but but they don't make PS3 games
No,
at
yeah.
60.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
make them at 30,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And they don't make. What was it? What were we talking about during E3? Fucking Crackdown 3. Where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
on the Xbox.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Xbox One X now. It's the fucking Xbox. So they're like, oh yeah, do you take advantage of the extra powers? Like, no, Crackdown 3's at 30.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, fucking kill yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus
God,
Christ.
yeah.
Way bother.
Yeah. Where were we? We're at the end there.
Kill Atlas.
You kill Atlas. So canonically speaking, Jack is the ultimate hero because
Okay.
he was the ace in the hole that Elizabeth managed to give there, and she was like, she knew she can see multiple timelines.
Yep.
Jack ends up killing Atlas, and the good ending is the only one that's canon.
Okay.
He rescues the little sisters, he saves all the children from Rapture, and he leaves.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it.
And like some of them get old, some of them get married. There's like that ending cutscene, and a lot of them go back to watch him die in the hospital. Like Jack
Yeah.
lives a full life up to being an old man, and a lot of the little sisters remember.
Well, not
who
full
he
because
was.
he didn't have a childhood, right?
Well, no, that's true. Yeah, he was accelerated up to the point where you're in the
He
game
was
where he's probably,
born
like,
30 years old.
30
Yeah.
Sounds
something.
like top heavy life.
Yeah,
Top heavy.
exactly. He's got a lot of fond memories of being 38.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of memories of being 6.
No.
And then we get into kind of like the non-canon. BioShock 2 is pretty heavily written out of the canon.
It's just irrelevant, like we
Really?
said, right?
Yeah.
What's multiplayer like though?
It takes place during the fall of Rapture.
Okay.
So like during the riots and when they attack the restaurant and that whole thing is like you play some of the people that
That's
attack
how you
those people
explain
that's
multiplayer.
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah, it's set.
That's a cool way to do it,
It's
though.
set on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
The multiplayer is all set on New Year's Eve, 1958, and ends at some point in 1959
Okay.
before 1960, where the first game starts.
I've heard very good things about that multiplayer though. People have very fond memories of playing that multiplayer.
But your character model changes as you level up because
Okay.
you
Oh,
get
yeah.
more and more modified. You get
Okay.
like grosser and grosser and grosser. Like it was all good. I never played it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I didn't own the game until the servers were down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's an interesting concept. But anyway, in BioShock 2, you play a Big Daddy Alpha
Yeah.
series who is linked to one little sister instead of all of them, which is inefficient. And then there's a woman named Sophia Lamb who's like the super communist
Okay.
who instead of wanting everybody to be equal, wants everybody to be one person. So she's trying
She
to
wants to kill everybody but herself.
she's trying to combine all of the greatest minds in Rapture and put their brains
Just like stitching a bunch of brains
in
together.
her daughter. And then, so that game is more fun to play. Because
Yeah.
you have your plasmid and you have your gun on screen at the same time.
Yeah, it's hot.
And then as your like I said, as your plasmids upgrade, they change their behaviors, they get better,
Yeah, yeah.
better, and your gun's good, whatever, that's all neat. But like the story itself falls to pieces because Sophia Lamb is a maniac.
Yeah, it sounds like.
She's not like politically motivated.
She's stitching
and
brains together.
Still a reasonable person, like
Yeah.
Andrew Ryan is. Like he was proud to the end.
Yeah.
Sophia Lamb's like an insane person.
Just wild.
She's like a villain from a movie from the 30s.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make any sense.
Tying people to
What the
railroad
what the
tracks.
fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Like what are
Twirling
the fuck
her
am I supposed to-
mustache.
Like, I didn't want to put all of my daughter, everybody's brain in my daughter to make my daughter into God.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna worship her. Like what the fuck are you
Well,
talking about? And then
I can really relate to
you
that.
find
so.
you find this dude who's like 30 feet tall in this big ass tube, and he's really
Yeah.
upset.
Yep,
And there's
yep,
like
yep.
a jazz singer and some other guy.
Who is that mechanical dude that like starts attacking you right from the beginning? Whenever you're a big daddy, then you go outside in the water, and he's like hopping up from building to building. And
Oh, that's little. Those are big sisters.
oh, big sister.
Yeah. Those
I
are
didn't play long enough to figure it out.
those are like super modified little sisters who get turned into much more nimble diving suit things,
Okay.
and they attack every once in a while. They're like a new thing. They're cool looking,
Yeah.
but like the game itself just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And if we're going through like lore wise, it was written out of the canon
Yeah.
with Burial at Sea. So basically, what happens is you play Delta, I think, is the name of your big daddy. You're an original big daddy. You can
With a name like Delta.
you can
Yeah.
you can take off your helmet
Yeah. Which is weird.
for some reason.
Unusual.
And anyway, you wake up at some point in 1968,
Okay.
and then you're just like, oh, I need to go find Eleanor, my little sister, who I'm still
Yeah.
linked to, who can just like psychically speak to you at all times now,
Yeah.
which is stupid. And Sophia Lamb, who at no point was ever hurt during the 11 years
Yeah.
since the city collapsed
Yeah.
underwater, and she's just like, oh no, I'm still in charge, and I just love my extreme socialism. Because it's
Yeah.
like, extreme capitalism is objectivism, which is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the BioShock 1, and extreme socialism is Sophia Lamb's, instead of let's all be equal, let's all be one person thing.
Yeah.
What was the distance between BioShock and BioShock 2? Like, what did they release like a great game and then were rushed to get the next one out?
Well, yeah, well, because they're not written by the same people.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what you're
like
saying.
Irrational Games made BioShock and made BioShock Infinite and made Burial at
2K
Sea,
main-
Marin,
Marin, yeah.
which is in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2K Marin.
Fucking Aussies, man.
Yeah.
Can't trust them to make a
Well, they
game.
made what they made? They made the pre-sequel, which sucked, and they made BioShock 2, which sucked. They might just not be talented.
That's it. I
Not a good track
both
record.
of those games, I've played the whole series except for those games.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't bother. But yeah, anyway, you end up fighting through BioShock 2 and like the more mutated, gross shit, and then you like kill some people who are totally unharmed somehow, and then eventually Delta and Eleanor get out of Rapture, and then like you get a good ending or a bad ending, but none of them are canon because there's nothing further in history than BioShock 2, and it was completely written out, so none of it matters.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
there plans for a BioShock 3?
Not to my
Or
knowledge.
There has been a BioShock 3.
Four?
The-
It's called BioShock Infinite.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
At present, because Irrational Games no longer exists.
Yeah.
Ken Levine is a director of a smaller studio now. There's some other people working on City of Brass, which I mean is a procedurally generated survival game.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
in my mind is absolute distilled cancer. I'll never play it. Yeah, there's nothing appeals to me less than procedurally generated
I like Terraria.
survival.
I like DayZ. I liked.
It's not procedurally generated.
No,
Oh, it's
DayZ's
a-
a survival game, which I think is shit.
Survival? Okay.
Because I don't want to have to eat cans of tuna every 13 minutes because my fucking stupid hunger bar goes down. That's not realistic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I eat 4 times a day. It's 24 hours.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat that often.
don't
I
have
got
to eat
thrown
that
into the
often,
game.
easy.
I got thrown into the game, and I love the. Well, I hate to start over, but I love the fact that your life is fragile,
No.
which
Yeah,
is what it would be in this scenario.
I think what makes those games great is like the multiplayer.
Yeah,
It's interaction
yeah.
with other people.
It's like getting like blindfolded and getting
yeah.
put into like a place that you don't know. People are talking to you, and then you somehow escape and like steal their weapon.
You get
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know, you get like I've seen some fucked up DayZ videos
Yeah.
where like
Yeah.
a guy like breaks 2 legs,
Yeah.
breaks both some guy's legs before feeds him tuna.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like a good Like if you need
it.
to spend an afternoon as a sociopath, I think it's like a great thing to have.
I play a fair amount of Rust, so.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
I like that style of game, but I always find that I need a good group of people to
You do,
play
yeah.
with.
Yeah.
You need people
and
to play with.
I need other people who are willing to bury a man alive
Yeah.
and feed him tuna through a snorkel.
That's it,
yeah, and the thing with DayZ or DayZ,
Surprisingly easy to find, though.
Yeah.
The thing with DayZ or DayZ is you don't have a map or a reliable, unless you know the game very well. You don't have a reliable way to meet up with your friends. Like I think I played, maybe it wasn't with Ethan, but I played with someone else, and yeah, I remember who it was. But anyways, we tried to meet, and we played for 2
It's a
hours,
nightmare,
and
yeah.
we didn't even meet up. So we were on the game for 2 hours.
Because you have a map, you don't actually have like it doesn't show where you are on the map. It's like literally it's realistic in the sense like if you just open a map, it wouldn't say you are here.
Like you don't even get the map off the bat. You have to collect the map pieces, and you can't even just see your map outright. You have to look it up online, and then so you.
I have
It's
the
like a
DayZ
fucking
map bookmark
ARG.
on
Yeah.
lots of
That's it. And then so now you go to these signs, but the signs are in Russian, so they don't even have like the same characters we use. So to like match it up with anyways, we're talking about BioShock, not about the horror of trying to meet up with your friends on dates.
No, it's okay, because there's only 2 more dates we need to go through.
Okay.
So at some point in BioShock Infinite, going back now. Now that we kind of like glossed over BioShock 2, because so does the series, because who gives a fuck about BioShock 2?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
There's my man.
Yeah, it's a gassy episode.
At some point, so in 1981,
Okay.
Columbia is still just kind of floating around. Nobody's there.
Okay.
And at some point, a building falls out of the sky,
Out of the sky.
and crashes into the Alps
Well, that's good fun.
in 1981. So that's like 69 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, a building
yeah.
just drops out of the
69. That's a sex
Hey,
number.
it's a sex year. Drops out of the sky, crashes into the Alps. They get some Colombian artifacts. They get a bottle of Murder of Crows. They get some of the booklets for the Authority, and they also get a skyhook, which is the thing you use to like go around on the rails, right? What'd you say?
Mutual fellatio.
Oh yeah,
A la
absolutely.
69.
A la 69. Yeah.
Not necessarily fellatio. What about the cunnilingus?
Cunnilingus.
Felicia doesn't apply to everyone?
No, I think
Fellatio
it's
is
just boys.
just dicks.
I thought it was like all around, and then
No.
Cunnilingus was just for women.
Well, cunnilingus is just for women.
Well, yeah,
but,
okay,
like,
I got half.
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah, halfway.
69ing, when you're 69ing, from our perspective as lore boys get filleted where we cunniling.
Cunniling.
That's why I've been getting bad reviews.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I've been treating her snatch like a dick.
Put a hat on it.
Little hat.
Yeah, just a tiny little cunnilingus hat.
You can't really dress up a vagina.
You could if you really tried.
You sure could.
Yeah.
Never heard of glamping?
There's actually
This is going to be an honest answer. No, and I don't want you to explain.
there's a problem where women are putting glitter, sex glitter, right? And they're getting it. Is this glamping?
No.
Okay,
but-
okay, yeah, no, okay. So sex glitter's been a problem, and it's been getting into women's vaginas and causing infections. And this is a real problem.
Ladies, PSA,
Don't put glitter in your vagina,
it's not going to impress me.
please.
I mean, no, it would impress me.
Yeah, it would impress me.
It's
not
Don't
about-
do it.
But don't do it.
I'm
I'm not worth impressing.
I'm just going to throw this out there. Doesn't matter. It's unhealthy. Is the first thought you should
Yeah.
have as to why you should not do it. Don't think about Ethan.
Yeah.
Think about yourself.
But also think about me.
You know how you get a little bit of glitter on your face or arm or something?
It never
How-
comes off.
Imagine a giner.
A giant. Imagine. So we, got,
You'll never get it out of there.
so we got one more date.
One more date.
Uh,
It's between the years 1983 and 1984, December 31st to January 1st. At some point in BioShock Infinite, you run across a bridge and you end up at this dilapidated psych ward
okay.
full of people who are between universes. And
Okay,
there's the
yeah.
Boys of Silence, who are the guys with big golden light bulb shaped helmets who keep
I don't remember the scene.
trying to
but-
spy on you.
Okay.
That turns out that whole broken down hospital is in the 80s.
Okay.
And you eventually show up and you find a very old Elizabeth
Okay.
standing on a balcony watching Colombian airships bomb New York City.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I do
yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Now, this technically never happened.
Yeah. It couldn't
So
have.
you undo it, but it's still more canon than BioShock 2.
It never happened.
And
but
that's
more
the,
canon.
that's the only reason you undo the fact that this ever exists. But
Okay.
it's still more canon than
Because
BioShock 2.
presumably the old
And-
Elizabeth died.
And, well, the old Elizabeth...
Never was.
The old
whenever
Elizabeth
you got drowned by Elizabeth.
never existed. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And that's it. That would be Lore Boy's take on BioShock.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? You're going to reinstall it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I have a source where I can borrow it, and I think that I'll at least replay Infinite. BioShock 1, it was a great game, and I loved playing it, but I don't feel like it stands up as well today as Infinite does.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it is a lot.
I'll admit the fact that like BioShock 1 I think is still perfect when it came out.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, that's it.
You know.
That's it. And I played it once, and I'm happy I did, but I don't think I would go to the trouble of reinstalling it. Infinite, I would like to play again because this is some...
I'm gonna get those DLCs.
That's it. This is some
Burial at Sea is fucking phenomenal. I absolutely... If you haven't played the DLCs for Infinite, you absolutely should reinstall it, buy and play the DLCs.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yep, yeah, it's fantastic.
Awesome.
Our dollar's doing better. I was telling him, actually, I bought some Team Fortress swag on the way here. Dollar's doing better. Steam prices went down.
Those Moroccan dollars.
Yeah.
Schmackles.
Well, yeah, they're off the charts.
But our prices went down quite a lot. Like a Moroccan Team Fortress key went from $325 to $310.
You could buy, like, if you bought...
15 cents.
Hey, it's not bad.
Stick that in your bank.
If you bought, like, 6 times 3, if you bought, like, 24 keys, that's more, but... If you bought 18 keys, you get 1 extra key now.
Yeah, like if I was comparing my economics to like Peter of the past, but I still
I like it.
Just remember
It's Peter of the past.
Peter of the past.
Peter.
Would you have sex with him?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you'd have sex with him, but not alternate universe Peter?
No. Sorry.
Wow.
He'll punch you right in the dick. 1 step.
One step. No matter how far away you are, if your dick comes out, Peter will step to you and punch you in the dick.
I wear a ring.
I'll wear a ring.
We know the real reason. Ward off.
It's just
straight hit.
He wears it to remind him of his responsibility.
To punch tall Peter in the dick whenever I have to.
To dick punch.
Stupid bastard. Anyway, Ethan, if I was gonna punch you in the dick on the internet, where could I do that?
Find me at Ethan the Deadman on Twitter, at Ethan the Deadman on Instagram. Make sure to follow the Lore Boys Twitter, at Lore Boys. We got like a bunch of other outlets. Lore Boys Podcast. You can probably find us. loreboys.wordpress.com. That's our blog. I love you.
Lore Boys on Libsyn.
Yeah, it's a Google Lore Boys Podcast, and you'll find all around.
We're actually part of the Google results now, which is kind of cool.
Yep. Yeah. Oh,
we're the only Lore Boys.
I know. That's
why
we got the username.
Yeah,
what?
It's good.
And Ethan.
That's me. I just did my thing.
I don't know why I did that. Well,
I'll take that as a compliment.
Because
my dick does not have a hat.
James's.
You thought I was a hatted dick person.
James's dick hitherto unpunched. Where could I punch your dick?
Oh, don't assume my dick has been unpunched. You can find me at JAYMILLK on Twitter and James the Miller on Facebook. Add me up on Facebook, guys. If you talk to me, I'll talk to you. Leave us also a review on
DMs
iTunes.
Open? Oh, yeah, we're currently at 5 perfect stars.
We're at 5 perfect stars.
We keep promising to read your reviews on air, but
we keep forgetting.
To pull them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Next
that's
episode.
it. We have like 1 or 2 that are readable right now, maybe 3, and send it to us.
He loves you.
I love you. Yeah, and reach out to me. I'll talk to you. Listen to our podcast, but you already have.
And Peter.
I'm at Pete O'Donohue on Twitter, and I'm Old Aunt Peter on Instagram.
Don't say.
I'm part of the Lore Boys Podcast Instagram.
No way.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, that's very interesting.
Yes,
Cool. I love
it is.
that.
Also, check out our YouTube channel, Lore Boys, where we upload on Tuesdays. So it's Monday on iTunes and on Google Play. Tuesday on YouTube, where you can see some speed paints, you can see some artwork.
Let's plays.
Yeah. Eventually, we're going to do Twitch. I tried to rebrand. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
We'll open a new one soon once I have some more time.
I'm looking to do a PSVR as well.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah. Looking to get a PSVR so you can watch my silly self just stumble around in virtual reality.
Now we got good ideas for some exciting content.
After looking at our download stats, I realized that there's actually people listening to this, so just keep up with us, let your friends know that you're into it, and let us know what's going on, because we will definitely make a commitment now to read reviews on air at the end from the iTunes page.
You've heard it here first.
You heard it here fourth, because we've mentioned this several times.
Yeah.
But I think that would constitute a Lore Boys.
No. Because I made a mistake, guys.
Did you make a mistake?
Was
I not finished?
I ordered so many spoons.
Oh.
So I'm just giving these things away.
New deal on Lore Boys Premium.
If you're subscribed to Lore Boys Premium, I will send you a bucket of spoons.
I only have one in my apartment.
Yeah, well, sign up for Lore Boys Premium, James, and you will get a bucket of spoons.
I have a Quebecois aluminum tree sap bucket. Can I fill that with spoons?
From your trip to Canada.
Yeah, well, exactly.
They love their tree sap there.
They sure do.
Oh, that's weird.
Barbarians.
If you send me...
Nature's vampires.
Yeah, that's it. It's like flower snot. Why do they want that? Yeah.
If you send me the receptacle, I will fill it with spoons.
And
I
send it
got
back.
too many spoons. I got all types of spoons. Brass spoons, silver spoons, stainless steel spoons.
No plastic spoons, though, because that would pollute.
Yeah, I'm anti-pollution.
Yeah.
I think that would constitute a
Lore
Lore
Boys?
Boys. Ouch!